see how we can make bigger enemies.
To be offended or frightened of everything.
So you've become like the sort of Tony Scarface of podcasting.
We're live.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the morning show on a Wednesday morning here at Pantelis Comedy, coming to you live from Montreal. It's a place you should visit. We used to have streets here, but now we have bike lanes. My name is Phil Balabanos. I make videos, commercials, all kinds of fun stuff. I don't do that right now because now I'm hosting the morning show at the helm, if you will. But you can check me out at balabanos.com if you want to see what I've been up to. Also, my social media is, I think, fucking hilarious.
Your social media is
the
hilarious?
Posts I make,
high
concept quality stuff. Moving right along to low concept, low quality kind of stuff.
Okay,
heavy in the weight department. Poseidon.
Okay, bro.
I'm sorry. The fat joke was too much. I'm sorry. You forgive me?
No, I don't mind that. It's the low quality stuff I don't appreciate.
Okay, high quality fatty over here.
Thank
the
you.
Poseidon 69. You can see Poseidon on all the social media channels, posting with J.O.'s. Not quite like mine, but different.
I like what he posts.
Do you?
Oh, thank you.
That says a lot about you. And
Thank
in
you,
front of me,
George.
the man who likes what Deep Poseidon 69 is posting, the man struggling, get him on camera right now. The man who can't even get his jacket off because he's not taking his weight loss competition seriously at all. He's like stuck in it. Jiggity George Chandrizos, the whore from the shore.
What's going on, guys?
How are you, George? George has a bunch of podcasts, and by a bunch of, I mean he had two and he stopped doing one, and he's only doing the other one. You're still only doing the other one, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna pick up the backstage for sure at some point.
Sure. Sure. Like Phil My Hole. It's back and then it's not again. Surprise! George also has Just Us Dads, where him and his childhood friends, who are all fathers now, they get together. Chupapi, see. They get together and they talk about parenting in the 21st century. I mean, it is a slippery slope. As we enter the metaverse, which genitals will your kids have in the future? Who knows?
Bro, you want to talk about Metaverse? We're going to get into it.
I thought you were going to say you want to talk about genitals. I was ready.
No.
I was ready for you. And if you want more of this nonsense, and by more I mean early access to, and I dare you to find a Patreon producing more content than this channel, I dare you. Please don't look. Patreon.com/, I'm old school, guys. Patreon.com/Pantelis, where you can support le mouvement de bowels.
Apparently that's /
It is. Do backslashes still exist?
Yeah. I found out, you know who taught me?
Yeah, it's like that. This way. It's forward.
It's back. It's going
No,
back
it's
towards where the
forward.
line started from.
No, 'cause
oh,
it's
it's
going this
leaning
way.
forward.
Yeah.
That is fucking sketchy. They should have different names for them, like
You know who taught me this?
Who?
Mano.
Mano,
Yeah.
the intern.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be teaching you shit. You should be teaching him shit.
But I always thought it was / like you.
No, it's the top tip where it leans. It's
So it's just the tip that matters.
so if the I think that's what it is. No,
No.
I don't really care.
Because I thought a / you slash like this, right?
no.
Going
I
down
figured because
towards
it
the
was
left.
coming down
Exactly, same here.
against, but technically, if you think about it, since we read left to right, maybe in Semitic languages it's a / because they go the other way.
Maybe.
Maybe, yeah. But because like you said, we read left to right, but because it's going from left to right, it's a /
I mean,
And the other one,
the
that's
morning
going-
show asking the fucking important questions. Is it a / Is it a / Is it even a slash? Was it consensual? Who knows?
I forgot to tell you something, and I can't believe I forgot about this because
You just got here. How would you? I haven't let you speak yet.
Well, no, it's because I picked up the coffee this morning, and
You pulled your shoulder again?
no. So I pull up at the drive-thru at Tim Hortons. I order the coffee, and then I don't know. There was some sort of delay. I guess it takes time to brew coffee. So she asks me to move around the
I hate
store
that.
in front of the door there, the entrance. So I'm like, okay, fine.
You mean
Was
wait
this
on
at
the
gas
side?
station?
Sorry,
Was this at the gas station?
no, the one. What gas station?
The Timmy's, the closest Tim Hortons to us, has
Yeah.
a gas station attached to it. Lackady and Chabanel.
Was it that one? No, it wasn't the one
don't
at the
know,
gas
George.
station.
I wasn't
It's the
there.
one before. The one that it's next to the Dickens.
The Dickens.
Oh, the Dickens. Yeah.
called
Next to the
Dickens?
Dickens, yeah.
Not Dickens?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's true. Where the old Krispy Kreme used to be. The
So
Tim
yeah, so
Hortons,
there.
that's right.
So you go
The
around.
fancy one.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you go around, you get the thing. So then she goes to me, "Can you move forward?" So there's no real place to go. So I just came around and kind of parked in front of the door, right? So now when you leave the drive-through, you're just gonna go like the way I came in. You just gotta go straight around and get out. So the way that I was facing, I was facing the line of cars actually going into the drive-through, right? Into the drive-through.
The forthcoming patrons, if
Yeah.
you will. Sure.
So I'm like, fuck it. I'm not gonna reverse now and
Yeah,
go the other way. I'll just go straight towards to exit the parking lot. So I see there's a car, and in between there's like a little bit of space. I'm like, I'm gonna go through there, and obviously it didn't fit. So I kind of signal the woman driving. I'm like, I just want to pass. She goes, okay.
You want like this story that you wanted to pass?
Yeah. So she goes, okay, no problem. Doesn't she back up to let me pass and hit the person that was waiting behind?
No.
I felt so bad. I just left. I didn't even. I'm like, oh, it's not my fault. Like I told her to back up, but she backed up.
I mean,
What was I supposed to like? Stop. Is everything okay? I'm sorry. It's like I didn't do anything. I just told her, can you
Look,
back
George,
up so I can pass?
I'm gonna retell this story the way I understood it. You, my friend, are an entitled piece of shit from the
Committed
South
a
Shore. You
crime.
come into the city with your entitled bullshit, and you're a menace to society.
I'm not a menace to
A
society.
menace. You caused an accident, then you grabbed your coffee and you drove off.
Yeah, no, I didn't cause any accident. I politely asked if she
Did
could.
you have your butler go in and get the coffee for you?
No, I should have. Yeah. No, so
Your Chinese butler?
and it's happened to me several times.
The butler?
No.
Oh.
The
Causing accidents?
causing an accident. Well, I didn't cause an accident. I just asked.
I mean, you didn't cause the accident. You weren't driving, but you caused the accident.
You masterminded it.
Is it my fault that she couldn't look behind her to see shit? There's a car that's closer
No,
than I
When
can.
you saw her about to hit, did you hit your horn?
Yeah, I was like, stop. I was going like
Or
this.
you were quietly speaking without moving your mouth, but not making any sound?
I did that old
Yeah.
reflex kind of thing. Like, so I think she was thinking, thank you, because she was backing up and she was like this. she was pulling the thank you, and I was going like this. Stop.
SPVM, Constable. If you're looking for him, he's right here.
I didn't do anything.
I got into an altercation this morning. Altercation. Bifurcation. That's a good word. Bifurcation.
What's bifurcation?
I don't remember. Bifurcation.
Fornication. That's a bit even
That is
better
also
word.
a good one. Yeah, some guy almost reversed into me after I dropped the kids off from school. Like I was driving down Van Horn, and I honked at him, and he stopped, and we kind of looked at each other, and he was very angry. Like he was of a Middle Eastern persuasion. I don't know what flavor, but
Very
How
angry.
did you get that from his
The unibrow. And the hand gestures mostly. And then a block later, he pulls up next to me, and he's like,
Put down your
I was like,
window.
"Well, okay." Well, I'm like, yes. And he's like, it's just fucking yelling at me in French. I was like, why? And I answer him in English. I'm like, why are you shouting? That was a whole block ago. It's in the past, man. He's like, don't get smart with me. I was like, what do you, like, nothing happened.
Yeah.
And he goes, get out of the car. I'm like, I'm not getting out of the fucking car. Why? Like, we didn't even have.
What is wrong
There
with
was no,
people?
he almost hit me. I honked and I was like, hey, moving my mouth.
Yeah.
And he yelled at me. It wasn't my fault. I was just driving. I was at a red light, stopped. And he's like, get out of the car. I'm like, God damn it. Like, no. And he's like, get out. I'm like, no. Pussy. I'm like, sure. And then he got more angry. And I was like, why is this escalating? So I was just like, look, man, I'm just going to close my window until... And I just left. I was like, that was so fucking weird. People are fucking aggressive for no reason. Like, I felt like I was... Like, if Poseidon was in my position, he would have gone into a fight with the guy.
Yeah.
But I was like, this is the silliest show of force I've ever seen. This is paramount to the U.S. invading Iraq. Like, that's how silly it was and pointless.
You know what I would love to witness in front of me, and I'm sure it's happened already, but like an idiot like that acts all tough, comes out of the car and gets a beating.
I mean, look, I would have loved if that happened, but let's be serious. I'm not the guy who's going to give him the beating.
No, I know you're not.
You know, like... I might give him a few good punches to the gut before he takes me down, but like...
But I would
You'd have
love
to knee him in the balls.
Look, man, I read the situation. He was way bigger than me.
For sure.
Maybe if I was bigger than him, I would have gotten out of the
you'd
car.
either need a knife or a knee to the balls.
I always carry a knife on me.
You did the smart thing, but I still.
But that's not why. But it's for the record. I don't carry it to stab people. I use it to open Amazon boxes.
Oh, jeez.
like a true YouTuber.
I'm not a... Yeah, okay.
The YouTubers. I'd love to see that one day. Some guy acting all tough comes out and just gets his ass kicked.
Here, catch. Can you imagine?
Okay, with his palm out.
I like how George's he's like leaned into this conversation because he confessed to me before we started that he's not prepared for the news. He doesn't remember any of the stories.
I have some news for you.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Because you guys were talking about the metaverse and stuff like this.
Yeah.
Stuff like this, yeah.
Stuff like this.
Girls like
Okay.
that.
Okay, so listen to this. George, you're not ready for this. Pay attention.
Sure.
Y'all ready for
Here's
this?
the thing. A yacht sold in the metaverse.
A yacht. It's pronounced a yacht.
Yacht.
Yacht, yeah.
Yacht.
A digi-yacht.
Digi-yacht.
So like an NFT.
No. Yeah, an NFT.
I mean, yeah,
but
if it's an asset, it's an NFT.
yeah, but
Man, I don't
yeah.
understand
So there
this
you go.
shit.
But you can use it.
Quiet, old man.
You can. It has 2 helipads.
It's still an NFT.
It's still an NFT, but it's
Technically.
a
Okay,
usable.
how much did it sell for?
Usable NFT. I'll let you both.
Well, usable because you're using it virtually.
virtually. there
Like
you
in
go.
some game, you can ride
so
this
you know
boat.
how in real life you can buy a yacht and throw a party on it.
Yes.
Same concept. Okay,
Right,
but
right.
It's land. It's basically real estate.
This whole thing is messed up. Okay.
In a kinito. Ocha kinito.
now guess both of you.
4.6 million.
No.
Oh, I thought I saw it this morning. That's why I was like, I'm gonna fuck him now.
No.
But I know land sold for 4.6.
Two
this morning.
helipads.
2.4.
Two. Like, I like how George's like, let me figure out the square footage here. How many helipads does it have?
Guess, George.
Well, that's a big fucking.
I'm gonna
yacht.
give you one more guess.
I'm gonna go over 20 million.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
George doesn't understand the space.
Okay, I'm gonna give you one last guess.
1.6.
650,000.
That's not that impressive.
What?
That's it.
There are less interesting things that have sold for way more. I saw a tiny parsec of
That's
land go
nothing.
for 4.6 million in the sandbox yesterday.
But that's what I was thinking. 2 helipads, like a yacht with 2 helipads, like in real life, is like worth a lot of money.
Yeah, but it's not.
In the tens of millions.
Look,
So wait.
the
hold on.
metaverse's pricing is basically. How can I explain
Can
this?
I wait? So
Yeah,
hold
go
on.
ahead,
Let me
go
ask you
ahead.
something. Does this exist? Like you already can access this
Yeah,
metaverse?
I have 2 NFTs. No, you can't fully. You can access some of the worlds in the metaverse. They're not fully fleshed out. Like you
Where?
can build.
How do you do this?
You know what? I don't fucking know.
You stick your penis in the power outlet.
Like I'm just wondering because we were talking about this. I can't remember which episode where.
I'm just trying to figure out what kind of outlet he's using and what shape his dick is. Or is it like a central vacuum hole? You know, like a central vac, it has that big hole. You just stick your dick in.
Yeah, that's not a power outlet.
Doesn't fit.
dude.
Doesn't fit.
Gives me power.
It doesn't fit.
In the central vac?
No, it doesn't.
Get the fuck out of here, Poseidon. The only people who brag about their dick size are small dicked men.
know.
It's true. That is news. Isn't it? Why not?
Because you have a big dick, you're proud of it, you're going to show it off. But if you don't have a big dick, you're going to assume that everyone who does have a big dick and brags about it has a small dick.
But I've seen his dick, so I know it's not that big.
No, you
Right.
haven't.
let's.
Yeah, come back and use it and use it, bro.
What was it?
She went, oh, your wife shows you everything. Like, bro,
Your wife what?
your wife shows you everything. He sits there like this. Yeah, I guess. Fuck, bro. Never defend yourself.
Don't alley-oop him. He can't catch.
Nah, well, I didn't. You alley-ooped him, but he
Oh,
couldn't.
I'm not a
man
catcher,
can't
bro.
jump?
You're a catcher.
Why man
He
can't
set
jump?
you up literally for a good comeback, and you just sat
What
there
was the
like,
comeback?
oh, now it's too late.
Let me remember it for next time.
No, you can't. There's gonna be no next time. Now he knows.
Next
He's
time
gonna,
Phil makes that
I'll
exact same
say-
joke.
he's gonna think of something
You
more
know
clever.
what? I'm gonna say the joke exactly the same on Friday, and he still won't get
You
me.
still won't get it.
Yeah.
I'll save it in my comeback library.
Where's your headphones?
My headphones?
Yeah.
What do you mean? We're all here.
No, but your special little headphones that you like.
Oh, I took them back to my office. They're not special. They're just mine.
That's what I mean by special.
So yes, we were wondering like if that
If you
metaverse
how do you
actually
go to the
exists.
metaverse
Like
yet?
I was
We
looking
don't
at the metaverse this morning, actually. I was learning all about the metaverse. That's
Yeah?
a coincidence, yeah.
Well, I mean, it's like trending everywhere. It makes sense you'd be curious.
so how does it work? Like you have you can access this place. Can you
It's
lower
not a
my
place.
headphones bit?
It's not one thing. That's what you learn about the metaverse.
that
The
good?
company
Let's say
called
the
itself.
sandbox. The sandbox. How do you
So-
access the sandbox?
Okay, so the company called itself the company Meta, and because they're trying to almost trick people,
yeah,
capitalize
that
on
they're
it.
building it.
Because the metaverse just means everything that's going to be going digital.
In Web
AR,
3.0.
VR,
Web
yeah,
3.0.
exactly. Web 3, basically the Internet of Things, the new Internet. So they call themselves that because they go, well, the overarching theme is going to be, it's like saying the Internet. I have a website called internet.com. I'm the Internet. It's almost like
Yeah.
that. So that's what Facebook
Or
did, which was
domain.com.
smart.
There's a good
Or
example.
domain.com.
We have all the domains.
We have,
Domain.com.
yeah, we have all domain.
Yeah. All
So-
domain.
Well, the new domains are going to be .eth.
Not all.
So no, not all.
Not
That's just So basically, all this new world, all encompassing of AR, VR, video games, social media, all that. The encompassing word, like how we have social media and we include everything. Now it's going to be the metaverse.
Okay.
So it's
Yeah.
going to be the world that we live in digitally.
So it's gonna be like the umbrella kind of thing that has.
the metaverse is basically the new version of the internet.
Okay, I get
It's
it.
not a specific place.
yeah, exactly.
So what about
it
these?
coexists on servers
So-
around the
so-
world?
yeah,
It's
so
what we do, because right now, you know how we just say social media and we call like YouTube social media. It's not social media. Social media was something for like, what was that thing? Friendster, Facebook. That was
Facebook
social
was
media.
social media, yeah.
YouTube was something else. It was a video thing, but because it's they just encompassed
Well, no,
everything.
YouTube became part of social media because it started incorporating the social
No,
aspect.
just because social media, the meaning evolved after. Because when social media first came out, it was those friend sites.
You're right. Yeah, YouTube was just a video sharing
Which the
platform.
video sharing.
Yeah.
So now they're doing the same thing, but with the word metaverse. So everything goes in there. Video games.
So it's confusing, yeah.
So it's confusing.
Okay,
yeah.
so this yacht thing, where does
Oh,
that
God.
where does that come in? Where
So
does that exist?
there's a place on like part of the internet right now. There's there's exactly. So there's a sandbox.
It's called OpenSea. It's a site
Okay.
where it's a marketplace for NFTs and all. I don't mean just art. All NFTs.
Okay.
Domains are NFTs. Assets are NFTs.
Right.
So think
anything
about it
you
like
can
this
think of.
to be less confusing. So you know how they moved physical music and it became digital, right?
Right.
But and you go, oh, what do you mean your music is digital? Well, I don't understand. Where do you have? What's a Spotify?
Yeah.
So, but you know, it's not just that one place. So you can, it's still digital whether you stream on Spotify, whether you're using Apple Music, whether you're using YouTube Music. It's still part of that universe.
Is this new version of the web powered by the blockchain?
It's not that it's powered by the blockchain, but what they're saying is crypto is going to be essential for it because a lot of people are going to basically live their secondary life over there.
Yeah.
So you're going to want to buy and do shit. Do you want government oversight? Like you have a choice now, basically. Do you want the government to know exactly everything you do, or are you moving towards crypto? And a lot of people are moving towards crypto. Like, you know what? Fuck the government.
Yeah, because the blockchain is completely encrypted, right? So it's the privacy. It can be used for the opposite reasons too.
It could be used for the
blockchain
opposite
could be
reasons.
used by the government.
Yeah, but right now,
But
what
it
they're-
doesn't seem like they're on the ball there at all.
I think they're never going to be on the ball.
They
bro.
might.
They might.
I
They
don't
could get
know.
on the ball.
You'd
They
be
just need to pay
surprised.
some money.
They're confused. They didn't like the internet initially.
nobody
So-
liked the internet initially.
Bill Gates said it was a fad.
Bill Gates never said
I
it was
know,
a
I
fad.
saw that. It was funny.
But some people did say it was a fad,
Yeah,
though.
a
Those
lot of
people, business
people.
owners said, I'm a website. What was that for?
Website,
For the
yeah.
internet. That's going to blow over. So,
That'll pass.
but that's what it feels like when something new really comes in. You're like, this will never hold. But this has all that. So NFTs are basically, so art, this is another thing I found out. Because I was like, why would you pay for digital? I still think it's stupid to pay $100,000, $500,000 for something. However, that's how actual art works, right? The value
Yeah, of
we attribute to
course.
art.
Of course.
It's not all like World War II historic or ancient Greek stuff. There's art that sells that someone painted 5 years ago and it'll still sell for $1 million.
$500,000,
Yeah.
yeah.
The reason why it does that is that's how a lot of these elites just transfer money without paying a lot of taxes. That's what it is.
But at the same time, like I can completely understand
It's kinda
how
like
some art
a
can
check.
be valued.
Yeah, it's but
right?
it's almost like a check because within our
some
circle we
extent, yeah.
agree that this is worth $1 million.
But
We have
here's
the $1 million
difference
bottle.
with NFTs and regular art dealings, if you will, and wheelings and dealings. Most people have never been exposed to art, the culture of collecting art.
Yes.
Like it's like what, a tiny
Oh, that's what you
percentage?
think, but you trying to play like you never collecting them Pokemon cards.
No, I mean contemporary, like modern art, like
That's
art.
modern.
Pokemon, that's a different, because there's multiple categories of collection in the NFT space now. Like there's art, there's collectibles like the cards and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But like most people will never come into contact with art collection, like $500,000 paintings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But the thing is, everyone now is being exposed to this NFT art collection because it's headlines.
Yeah.
So even though this has always existed in the physical space, it's just moved to the digital space. It's not that
That's it.
confusing.
Yeah.
I bought 2 NFTs. I don't know, just so I can figure out how the system works. I know I didn't buy something thinking, oh, this is my retirement. I bought a fucking dog. It's a stupid dog.
Yeah, no, it's just
I think they're cool. I like them, and I was willing to spend the $40 to learn how the whole system works.
You ever seen the docudrama The Matrix?
I have, yes.
It's very Matrix.
I saw it on the documentary channel, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
No, the Smithsonian
The
channel.
Smithsonian channel. It's very Matrix-esque in the sense that everybody is tired of. They're not even all tired. We've kind of run our course with the way we're doing things. Like people are fed up, and instead of fixing the real world, People are just running
Escapism.
away. Yeah, that's what it is. It's mass escapism because we know there's problems with our world. We understand there's
The
problems.
Matrix is the wrong analogy there.
No.
It's surrogates, the right analogy.
Huh?
The right analogy is surrogates.
Oh, it could be the right analogy. With
Remember Surrogates with Bruce Willis?
The reason why I'm not saying surrogates because surrogates it felt kind of like a conscious decision, like people were deciding this is the new world, whereas the Matrix is being. And
I
right
think
now,
you're misremembering the movie.
surrogates.
Yeah, it wasn't.
He was a fat guy, and he
but
was.
they didn't start off as fat guys. They just became complacently fat from staying in it because it was
Yeah.
so much better than the world. And why fix the world where you can stay there?
But now I feel the reason why I feel it's like the Matrix is I feel like there's a lot of nefarious people who are pushing us towards a
I'm not getting
VR,
that vibe
AR.
yet.
How are you not getting that vibe? I explained 3 years ago when I started in VR. When I was
no, I understand the concept.
the concept behind it is
I understand the
no,
mechanism.
the
but I'm
concept
not
behind it is
feeling
great.
yet.
But the properties that are trying to use it are fucking super evil if you like culture and society.
I keep seeing the best fucking Zuckerberg memes. Like
He's a robot.
He can't. Did you see
you
the
see-
fucking barbecue sauce?
No, did you try him? Did you try him? Did you see him try to eat toast?
No.
Bro, like a robot, bro.
But did you see? You know that video he did in the metaverse?
No, and he
At
did,
one
he
point
toasted.
he's talking and there's stuff on the shelf. And then the meme says, "Yeah, what do real humans keep on shelves? Check barbecue sauce." There's just he's in the living room.
Yeah.
There's barbecue
So
sauce.
weird. And bro, first of all, and then there's a video of him toasting a slice of toast. First of all, he only toasts one, which right there, you're a psychopath. If you
I mean,
toast
I've
just
toasted one slice of
Okay, you're a
toast.
psychopath.
Maybe you just want
Maybe
that
you just
third
want
slice.
one. Yeah, maybe you just want
You're
one.
coming back
No,
for the
bro.
third
The
slice.
thing is, it's in pairs, bro. You got to do it in twos.
Bread is not paired.
What's in
but
pairs?
anyways.
Bread is not paired.
No, the machine.
Anyways.
What? There are machines that also have 6. So if the machine's big one,
It's like just, God, I gotta eat
Yeah.
6 slices of
well,
bread.
there's 6 holes. Is that what you tell women?
No.
Why are your friends
Why do
here?
you think there's a hole there?
There are
Get out of my
3 friends.
nose! Like, is that what you think?
No, it's 6, but it's separated by 2.
There's a crevice. I'ma enter.
And then the
Well, no, if
way
there's 6, it's not separated by 2. The 6 ones, they're all in a row, so they're all like the same. So you could say 3 on one side. So would you toast 3?
well, no, because in between each 2 separations there's a thicker separation.
No, you've seen every toaster on the planet. You're saying malakias, bro.
Okay, whatever
have
it is, man.
actually, yes.
Okay, so what do you do with the
And
toast,
also,
man?
what he's saying is a lie. I'll tell you why. Because even when we're at hotels, for example, you know they have those the way
It's
you
like a
toast-
conveyor belt.
It's like a conveyor
yeah.
belt, bro. He'll put out fuck he wants, and does it tell you 2 or no? You're just throwing shit on there because you feel I could eat 8 slices of toast. So it's
I've
got
never
nothing to
thrown
do.
8
There's no
slices of
limit.
toast.
There's no limit.
That
for you.
conveyor belt
Yeah.
is the best thing
Yeah.
ever. It's the best.
It just drops. Yeah. Yeah. Basically, you could eat as much toast as you want, Poseidon. You don't have to. It's not. I have to eat more. Why? There's an extra hole there. That's crazy.
I don't even know what to say right now.
Yeah, I don't even know how we got there, but anyway.
The toaster won't work properly. So what were we saying?
The metaverse is a scary place where anything can happen.
Yeah, the VR AR shit. Yeah, but that's what they're pushing towards. They've been pushing for years. And I've been saying this, and I look like a lunatic when I said it. Fucking when was it? 8 years ago, 6 years ago, when I was in VR and shit. That everything now the properties look kind of dumb. People aren't adopting it, but people will adopt it because they're pushing everything
Once
there.
we hit photorealism, people are done.
Your
They're-
life is going to be in that VR thing. Your house is going to suck dicks, but your virtual world is going to be awesome. You're
You
gonna
still haven't watched Altered Carbon, right?
no, but I heard it's good. He tells me I would like it.
Altered,
But
yeah, you would.
it feels overwhelming. These shows, they feel overwhelming because I start so late. There's so much stuff to watch. I don't have the time. 2 seasons is hours, or it's a lot of.
Yeah,
How
but
you
like
guys watch so much shit. Like you're talking, I'm like, what?
the second
Have
my
you seen?
kids go to bed, we're gonna start something every
Yeah.
night. Like,
They have to live their own life.
and
I
my
can't.
my wife
I pass
gets
out.
mad because I have great color commentary on anything I watch. Like I need to, like I'm like, oh, check. She's like, what? I go,
Well, one of them colors is on screen. See?
yeah, a lesbian black lady. Check. Or I can always, I don't know. I sense it. There's like a ripple in the filmmaking universe.
Yeah.
I'm like, psst. She's like, what? I'm like. She's like, what? I go, they're gonna turn out to be lesbians. She's like, how did you get that? They just met. I'm like, wait. 20 minutes later, she's like, how the fuck can you know that? I'm like,
Yeah, it was obvious.
so.
They look at each other. You and me.
Black and moody.
Sure.
Sure.
George, what kind of news you got?
No news. No news. Just metaverse news and lesbians, apparently.
Did you talk about what happened in Quebec City?
Yeah, let's talk about what happened
Yeah.
in Quebec City. There was an
Well,
arrest.
the English were on the plains of Abraham.
He doesn't know.
I was wanting to see if he was going to be like, what? Or nothing, eh?
Well, was that like a war or some shit?
Yeah, okay, let's
Like
go
a
back
battle?
to the war of today.
No, last Friday night there was an arrest made in front of the Dagobert, the famous Dagobert.
What's the Dagobert? I don't even know what the fuck
Dagobert?
that is.
There's no way you've been to Quebec City and you haven't been to the Dagobert.
I may have
It's
been, but I don't know what the fuck it
really-
is.
What is
What's
the
up?
Dagobert?
It's a club on Grand Allée.
I've never been to the Dagobert.
I've performed at the Taverne Grand Allée, but I don't know what Dagobert is.
Yeah, no, it's you
You
know
spent a lot more time there.
I
than
don't
have.
go
Is that where you
clubbing.
took me for lunch?
it's right across.
It was a fucking field across.
I don't go clubbing, sir.
No, we went to the Cosmo and right across the Cosmo.
Hey,
is the
George,
Dagobert.
you
Okay,
know the
how
names of
is this
these
like just a
places.
dance club? Like dance,
It's a club.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a club.
Damn,
So,
too
anyways,
much.
a cool name.
there was
The
images.
Gobert.
There's images now that surfaced. It was a black kid. He was outside on the sidewalk. Cops were beating him. They were on top of him. The headlines that came out was that he was apprehended and they were still physically kind of
He was hard up. Right?
Not just the headlines, the video.
yeah,
said
and
this.
they were
You know
throwing
what's
snow in
confusing?
his face and they
Yeah,
were
yeah.
really
When
okay.
I watched, like, I found the article on La Presse or I forget where.
Yeah.
They showed the video, but the video that they showed was of a woman being assaulted.
No, no. You
No,
just,
no. And they said there was 2 incidents on the same night. But I'm like, okay, so which one is making the headlines now? I'm
oh,
confused.
actually, there was 2 people getting beat up at the same time. The video shows one, and then when the camera pans, there's another
Also,
kid
they're
getting the
part
shit
of the
kicked out of him.
same. Was it a woman? The second one?
No, it was 2 dudes.
Because I saw a woman, and the description of the video on their website was they kick snow in their face. Everything you just said,
Yeah.
but I didn't see any of that, so I was super confused initially.
Yeah, I saw the
It was
one
the
where they
wrong
had
video.
I saw the one where they had him on the ground and they were beating him.
We talked about it on 2 Drink Minimum.
And look, I mean,
It seemed necessary, though, because he had a cell phone. You know who he's going to call.
so
Ghostbusters.
look, my first reflex when I saw that, I was like, you know, obviously, okay, we're gonna go back to.
Let's wait.
No, we're gonna go back to the whole discourse of physical abuse and police brutality and all that stuff, which evidently from what I saw, it was the case, right? I mean, the guy's on the floor. What are you doing? Like,
Yeah, I like François Legault's statement.
I don't know what he said.
did-
Oh, he
François
said,
say?
why waste your time beating up black kids when you could fuck your sister? It was, it was a beautiful, beautiful statement.
Yeah, he never said that. He never said that. So I'm like, look, let's
too early for that.
Can I look?
That position you're interviewing for, are they aware that there's like hours of you saying shit on here?
He didn't say anything. He didn't say anything.
No, I don't mean today.
Yeah, he doesn't say much.
You
It's
seem
me.
to be associated to a certain morning show
Yeah.
personality.
Yeah,
by the name
yeah.
Of Pantelis.
Yeah.
Pantelis.
Can you explain this
Comment.
quote?
Quebecers love Pantelis, all right? I'm on your side. Don't worry.
Anyway, so I'm like, okay, I got to find the context. I mean, first of all, cops beating up anyone, they don't just appear out of nowhere, grab him, put him on the floor, and beat him up. So I read up, and there was an article that came out yesterday, and apparently there was a fight that broke out in the club.
That makes sense. That sounds believable. Fights do often occur in clubs.
Yeah.
Dagobert fight.
So the guy that the police was handling, he apparently they looked at the security footage in the club. He went, I don't know exactly why, and he punched another guy.
Okay.
A fight ensued.
Ensued, yeah.
And the security of the club grabbed him, threw them out, and that's it. So as soon as they saw that, they obviously called the cops. By the time they threw the guy out on the street, the cops were already there, and they were trying to get the.
Suspicious that they had already arrived.
Well, yeah, I mean, look, dude. There's one club on
Okay,
Grand
yeah.
Allée.
It's true, it's Quebec.
You know what I mean? So
I think in Montreal.
So they were there, whatever. And don't forget, it's Parliament Hill, so there's cops are always nearby.
Club's open again.
Of course they are.
Yeah.
Anyway, that one was whatever. Anyways,
They're gonna close
so they
back
threw
down.
him out. By the time that he was out, the cops had already been there. They were trying to get him to disperse, whatever. I don't know if the fight continued outdoors or whatever. The cops grabbed him, put him down. Here's the thing now. The article that comes out, because the police of Quebec came out and said that they're suspending 5 officers after what they saw.
Oh, okay. So basically, because I was waiting for the full story. So they've investigated, and the people,
They're
the kid.
suspended for the.
No, but I'm saying
for
they're
the-
doing this because the kids were not at fault at all.
I don't know. They're
No, this
investigating.
is what I read. They're suspended while the investigation.
Oh,
rages.
okay.
So they're
Like,
they're
something
suspended.
may have been fishy, so you can't work.
Yeah, they're suspended with pay.
pay, yeah.
And because in the video, I think there's 2 or 3 officers. I'm like, what do you mean 5? So then I keep reading, and I say, article, there was another incident that happened 1 or 2 hours before that one at Dagobert in Saint
That's the one I
Foy.
saw, I think.
In Saint Foy,
There's
which
another
is,
Dagobert?
No, there's not another Dagobert.
There's
another.
only one Dagobert.
Okay.
It's another club in Saint Foy. It's about 20 minutes outside of Quebec. And apparently 3 of the officers that of the 5 were involved in both
the other
incidents.
Were both incidents
man.
So what
beating a
happened?
black guy?
So in terms of the storyline, in terms of the timeline, 3 officers go to Sainte Foy. They grab the guy. They beat him up.
It's like a TikTok.
Yeah, they grab him, they beat him up, whatever. So there's video footage of that as well. So that comes up. And then an hour later, they get called to the Dagobert. They grab the guy, they beat him up. So those 3 guys were involved in both incidences.
That's crazy.
What's the situation at the Dagobert? We need you to beat up a black kid. I'm already warmed up. What
siren
the
drop.
fuck, bro?
Now-
if that's not damning evidence,
sketch.
So now, I mean, look, the police, the police brotherhood or the union or whatever you want to call them came out and said, listen, it shouldn't have happened. You can't suspend police officers before the investigation is actually like, how do you know what happened? We don't know the
They're
context.
suspended with pay. They're fine.
I know, but apparently it doesn't follow their internal rules without
both
any
these
cause.
things make sense. That also makes sense. You can't fire someone on a whim if you don't know the details.
So they came out and blamed
They're
the
basically saying they're
entire.
guilty until proven innocent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're
That's
like,
not where we live.
So, yeah, exactly. They're like, listen,
This isn't France.
Yeah, this affects the présomption d'innocence. You know the.
Yeah. The guilty until proven black. Yeah.
Or wait, is it England that has that? One of the two. It's
I don't know.
I think it's England
I thought
that
you were
has
making a joke,
guilty
I
until
didn't
proven
realize.
innocent. And
Oh, really?
France has one of the two has it, and then here we adopted the correct one, which is innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah, exactly.
Except
I
by the
think
mob.
France has it.
So they came out and they're like, this only happened because the entire political class came out once again and they
Politicized them.
they politicized the whole thing. They came out very critical against the police without even knowing the context or any of that stuff. They have
It
nothing.
never happens.
They have no evidence in front of them. They have no footage. They just saw one little clip. And I understand their point of view. However, even that, whatever, 3, 4, 5, 10-second video clip that we saw, I mean, it's enough to say that, listen, guys, what are you doing? The guy's on the floor. Do you need to be kicking the guy in the ribs and throwing snow in his face? I don't know.
Look, what I saw in the videos, because I did eventually find the right video, the person was resisting. So I understand that some force is necessary, right?
Well,
so
look,
you can subdue someone.
but there's another thing
this
about
was, like,
resisting.
beyond. It seemed like unnecessary force to me.
You know what else I don't like though about the whole resisting thing? Is like he's resisting or whatever. Yeah, I get it. Though. It's the human nature. Like we also have to have rules of at what point is it okay to physically restrain someone? Do you know what I mean? Like, is it because he's yelling? Is he telling you to go fuck yourself or what? Like, at what point? Because
My understanding is they're only allowed to subdue you if you like. They tell you, listen, you're under arrest, and you're like, nah.
But also that to arrest you, right? Sometimes they'll say that, like cops will be like, "You're under arrest" or whatever. But you haven't done anything arrestable, so then you're like, "Get the fuck out of here!" And they're like, "What did you say? That's obstruction." I've been involved in this type of situation here in Montreal.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy. It's so. I'm just saying, what happened to like what in society should merit? All right, we agree with it. He should use physical because sometimes it's escalating. And then like I understand why the person's fighting back because me too. If you just grab me. And you're like, you're under arrest. I go, for what? And you're like, oh, don't fucking ask questions, or whatever. Bro, I'm gonna fucking go crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. You're not.
I'll be
wrong.
like, get the fuck off me,
But
and
at
then
the
it'll.
same time-
Yeah.
especially in this situation where you were just involved in a fight, you're pumped.
Yeah.
Your adrenaline is through the roof. You go outside, cops are trying to restrain you. You're like, fuck this shit. I'm gonna break some heads.
We have given these powers to these people in the authority to do these things.
I have not. I have never voted for this.
Look, they interviewed.
I was not consulted.
Look, they
same
having
as
police?
same as taxes. I was not consulted about any of
I
this.
saw an interview of a retired police officer where
What?
there was an interview with a retired.
Oh, okay.
With a retired police officer,
in the name of the law.
who they always call, and they've called him quite a few times these past months or years because of all these things happening, especially in the black community. And the question,
stick to the recuts and the graphics.
and the question is always the same.
Nice try, though.
The question is always the same. Is this part of your training? Is this part of your training? And the
What does
guy,
he always say? No.
yeah, in this particular case, like, listen, throwing snow on someone's face or kneeing him on the ground is obviously not what we're trained to do, but we are trained to use force. Now, how you use that force and in what context, it depends on the judgment of the police officer. We're not there to see what's going on, obviously. So lough, it's touchy. I mean, you know, I don't know.
Well, look, snow in the face could be like, You know, because they have pepper spray, right? So instead of using such,
No, okay, you're going
But he
down a
wasn't like
dumb
getting away
rabbit
and
hole.
about to shoot them, and they're like, fa and then they
Yeah,
grabbed
yeah.
him.
No, it seems like they were just angry because it was fighting back. I don't even mind the snow in the
like a
face.
Mortal Kombat thing.
Like we might find out that it was well deserved. He was but it just doesn't seem from the videos that there was enough danger to have 3 dudes on top of you beating the shit out of you. Now I understand
Unless
if you're
you're into
annoyed. Maybe the guy was telling you guys go fuck yourself, pigs. I understand getting frustrated, but then that job's not for you. If somebody tells you to go fuck yourself and you beat him with a nightstick, the job's not for you.
Yeah, you need to contain your emotions. Now, mind you, 3 of these 5 officers, if they were just involved in another altercation,
Yeah.
just,
Was
you
that
know,
one
and now-
justified or no?
I don't know. It's
never saw that
it's
one.
under investigation as well. But think about it. You're that police officer. You come out of this fight, you know, with this civilian where you force yourself and you beat the shit out of him, and then you're like,
well
okay,
done.
another call. Like Pantelis said, man, you're already warmed up. You're like, let's go, man. Let's go. Let's do this.
Imagine when they got suspended. They're like, beating up 2 black guys in one night. I knew it was too good to be true.
But the one guy, the first guy wasn't black. The first guy wasn't black. He was white.
Oh, you should have told us that. That
wasn't.
changes the
That
context.
changes a lot.
Yeah, why didn't you lead with that? The way you made it sound.
Sorry about
was
that.
They beat up
Even
another
your
black
joke
guy.
can be changed now. Like, you know, like after that first one, they're just sitting in the car. They're like, oh, what have we done? They're like, black guy on the lamb.
Time to cleanse the palate. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. That's still a funny
Time
racist
to
joke.
right
yeah.
some wrongs.
Yeah.
We gotta
Oh,
balance
okay, so
things
look,
out.
I'm not saying they're in the right now, but that changes the
It does change
context
a bit of the
because now
context.
they're no longer just crazy black hating
Yeah,
dudes.
they're not a
They're
lynch
just
mob.
aggressive
Yeah.
assholes. So it's no longer a racist crime. It's just
policing.
yeah, guys, calm your tits.
A little
That's
power
every-
trip.
Yeah, it's a little
every
power
cop.
trip.
That's
That's every
every
yeah.
cop. Yeah,
Like
that's
last night, left on red.
yeah.
Yeah,
What?
we were coming to the studio.
What do
There
you
was
mean
a cop
left
car-
on red?
Yeah,
That's
so
illegal everywhere.
that's illegal everywhere. But that was the cop that did it.
Okay.
So he got tired of waiting. He's like, fuck it. So he just turns that.
Did he turn on the sirens?
Nothing.
Oh, I
just
hate when they
turn
do
because
shit
there's
like
no one there. But we were behind him, and I go, bro, look at this motherfucker, bro. And like if I had this videotaped, they would argue something like, oh, he had to take a shit. Like who knows?
Guys, let me be honest with you. If I were a cop, I would totally do the same shit.
But here's the
Like
thing.
I'm being honest.
This,
Here's the
George,
thing,
This
but-
is why you lost the election.
Yeah, this is but this is what I'm gonna say. I don't mind because there was no one there. If you're gonna do that, here's where I mind. If I did that right behind you or in front of you, you would have given me a ticket. So if we can all agree that if there's no one there in the middle of the night, you can pass a red light. There's no one there. It's a dead. If 4 in the morning,
yeah.
whatever. If we can agree as society that we're using common sense and it's cool for everyone, and there's no danger, then I'm fine with it. But if you
that's not the
cocksucker,
case,
that's not
yeah.
the case. So you have special rules that don't apply to regular society, and you're not using them to go stop a crime. You're using them because you're fucking, I'm not gonna wait for this. There's no one here. So fuck you. That I don't like that shit. And I'm going to court today in the afternoon, so I'm preparing.
Oh, you're getting fired up, huh?
Yeah, I'm getting fired up, bro. I'm
What are you going
You
to
should
court for?
somehow bring
fucking bro, do you remember 2 years ago, bro? A year and a half ago, I got a speeding ticket in bumper to bumper traffic on Papineau in the middle of the afternoon before I got on the bridge. A guy like in gloves, but in the middle. I thought it was just flash gags, but I didn't even think it was a real police officer. He pulls me
still do
over,
those.
so I pull over, and he was being very aggressive, and he's like, and he said a random number. He goes like, "You're going 87 or whatever." So I laugh. I was like, bro, it's bumper to bumper traffic. And I go, what are you talking about? And he's like, you're going 87. I clocked you.
Did you ask to see?
So I go, do you have a radar? Can I see the radar? Because this seems ridiculous. And he goes, oh, really? I think you were going 103 maybe if you keep asking questions. And then we're going to take your car. You have to walk home.
Get out.
So, so I laugh. I go, okay, give me the ticket. I give me the ticket. Well, yeah, I'll see you in court. Give me the, like, I go, get the fuck out. The second he changed it, I go, okay, so now it's subjective. Now we're just making up whatever we want. So then what I did is I went to Google Maps. I got the distance between Sherbrooke and Papineau because you have to turn on Sherbrooke, right? Bro, my car, if there was no traffic, and I put on the gas full speed, in order to reach the 87, I would have to pass Ontario Street. I would have to pass where he stopped me. If there was no one there, and I would have to full
you're
gun
gonna
it.
science them.
Yeah,
I like
if I would
that.
have to full gun it with my car for that distance, I wouldn't be able
Are
to
you
reach
bringing a
that
chart?
level.
You should bring a chart.
I might be. So not only is what he said
Based on the laws of physics, which apply to all of us.
No,
wish I was there.
but not only is what he said impossible in the best
Don't.
in his best case scenario, like in a world doesn't exist. But we're talking about 2 PM on a Monday or Tuesday on Papineau during construction, and bro, full fucking traffic, bro, bumper to bumper. And this guy thinks I'm gonna sit back and let him fucking bully me for tickets.
no.
Fuck him.
Yeah, because now everything is more. I got stopped for speeding a couple of weeks ago, and the guy came up to me and he showed him on his cell phone. He goes, "Look, I clocked you. Like everything is. I guess it's mobile now. They have it, so they
I've
show
never
it to
seen
you.
that. I've never
Yeah. The guy goes to me, "Look, I got you. Here it is with my number, my plate number, and everything." And he goes, and then it goes to my machine doesn't print, so you'll get it by mail. I haven't gotten it.
I didn't get any of that stuff. I didn't get any of that. Not only that, I tell you,
I've
me,
never
the reason.
gotten one where they showed me the radar. I've always asked, and they're like, nah.
So me, not only was it impossible, right? This is what frustrated me. So the one thing is the impossibility. We're bumper to bumper, and he's literally in the middle of the show. He's looking. He looks at me. He goes like this, and he points to go around. So like, okay. So then it was, in order for me to get to the right hand side to stop, bro, it was a nightmare because there's cars everywhere. So I'm like, why is he going from all the way in the left lane all the way to the right lane? Imagine what I have to do now.
Yeah.
So I had to pass Ontario Street. I'm going, what the fuck? And then when he goes behind me and he does this, he starts pointing. He didn't want to walk 3 steps to my car. He wanted me to reverse to him. So I reversed to him and he was on the sidewalk. It's like, okay, I lower the window. I go, what's the problem? He's like, you're going too fast. You're speeding. So I laugh. Like, where the fuck what are you talking about, bro? It's been fucking bumper to bumper since St. Catherine. What the fuck are you talking about? So he goes, I clocked you at 87. He says something in the 80s. So I actually laugh. I go, you have a radar? He's like, I think in French. He goes, ouais, je pense que peut-être t'allais 103 or 90. He said like a high number. He
That's
goes,
fucking
alors,
sketch.
si tu t'ostines, on va devoir prendre ton auto et tu vas marcher chez,
Did you make a complaint
chez toi or
against
whatever. No, I just I went online and you have to contest it. So all I did was I didn't write the whole thing.
No, you don't. You
but,
never do.
But the whole thing is already documented on 2 drink minimum because I was going to Mike's house to record. So on the way there, 5 minutes later, we started recording 2 drink minimum. So I was furious. So I talked about it. But anyways, so the second he tells me, oh yeah, I think actually you were going 100 something or whatever, we'll take your car and you have to walk home. First of all, I didn't like the fact that he assumed I was going home. I have a job. I was going to work in the middle, that offensive in the middle of the afternoon. Like, what am I, some lazy guy? So
Okay, sure.
Yeah, I didn't like that. I'm
Neither
telling
here nor there, but go on.
I just did.
Maybe don't bring that part up.
I didn't appreciate that he
Okay, I
assumed
understand
where
that.
I'm going. Don't assume.
You're a
then
hardworking guy.
Second, now you just proved to me, beyond a shadow of a
That you're a
doubt,
liar.
that you're a liar because it can't change. Either you clocked me at a certain speed, or you didn't.
You know what you should do when you get to
Yeah.
court?
It's definitely abuse of power,
You should tell
though.
the judge, be like,
Yeah.
do you want me to explain to you why this is impossible? Or do you want me to tell you how I was basically threatened by his authority before we even, like, you may not
Yeah.
even have, the second you say that, that's reasonable doubt. Because you can't lie technically in
Yeah.
court, right?
Yeah,
so
but
if you tell her that this is what he told me, she needs to stop everything, or he,
Oh, dude,
Otherwise,
if he's there and he starts
he's
lying,
not going to be there.
He won't be
bro,
there. They're never there.
They're
If
never
he
there anymore.
one
They
time
don't
I had missed, like I had postponed court cases, like when Poseidon came to get the guy in, and he finally came in, and then I had to cross-examine him, and then I won when they said that my witness is not credible, Poseidon. But they go, yeah, but then they look at the officer, they go, we believe the officer is less credible. So and the officer was so pissed because he was less credible than him. But Poseidon was
I mean, that's hurt. That'll ruin your life. to be
Poseidon
called
said
less
100% the truth. It's just the way he says
Oh,
things.
well,
He looks like
on était dans l'auto.
yeah, he looks like a buffoon. But
Gang, gang.
but the judge realized like the stuff I was saying because especially when I cross-examined him, bro, it was the funniest thing. The cop, I go to him, I go, yeah. So where exactly were you parked? You remember? And he's like, yeah. I go, interesting. And then you said that the light turned red and I turned right. And he's like, yeah, it was red and then you turned right. I go, that's interesting because from the other side of Lackady, when my side turns red, let's say where I
I
turned.
see that light.
No. The other side turns, it's a green arrow turn left. So what you're saying is I would have crashed into oncoming traffic. It's not red for everyone. And then he's like, he starts, and I'm like, I knew I had him. I was like, I go, magic. Okay. So this guy who my witness came and said he passed that light because I turned right and he passed it 5 seconds after me. What did he pass? Full red cars coming in and out. He crashed into 3 cars. I go, what are you talking about? And yeah, we really rattled him.
You know, once I was stopped for speeding, and the guy came up to me. I think I was going over 50 for sure, but it was like maybe 60 or whatever. It wasn't like an exorbitant amount over 50.
Yeah.
So I see the cop coming. He's gunning it now, eh? And I pull over, and he goes to me, you're going like 85. I go, that's impossible. He goes, yeah, because I had to speed up to 85 to catch up to you.
That's not how that
And
works.
I'm
That's
thinking,
not how that-
and I'm like, if I was going 85 and you sped up to 85, you still wouldn't have caught me. I go,
You'd have to-
Yeah, because I would have already been ahead of you. We would have been following each other the same
I
distance.
mean, his logic completely proves that you weren't speeding.
Yeah.
So I go, there's no way. I go, maybe I was going over 50. You caught up to me by going 85.
That
but
makes
there's no
sense.
way I was going 85.
That's the dumbest shit I've
I
ever
go,
heard.
there's no way I was going, like, physically, it's impossible. I go, do you realize? He goes, he just wanted my papers. He came back and he gave me, I think, I can't remember what it was. I should have contested. I didn't. I'm like, oh, fuck that shit. I didn't have time to.
Guilty or not, I contest everything. I just create reasonable doubt.
I'm just gonna say what happened. Like,
Yeah.
But
I mean,
also,
I got pulled over on Cordilleras. You know where the cemetery is? Where I used to live near there?
yeah.
A cop pulls me over. I was about to turn. I pull over. He's like, he was SQ because I was on the service road. He's like, hello, like really, like he came to the window. I was like, what's up?
These
Like-
guys never stop anyone.
I was blown away. I'm like, I look at him. I go, Sorte? He's like, yeah. I was like, oh, okay.
Sûreté du Québec?
Yeah. I'm like, he's like, why? Why do you ask? And he switched to English, perfect English. He goes, why are you asking? I go, I've never been pulled over by Sûreté. He goes, I guess today your lucky day.
So
I was like,
Sûreté,
okay, what did I do? He
yeah.
goes, you were speeding. I go, okay, how fast? Because I was like, it's possible. I wasn't really paying attention.
Yeah, yeah.
I did that road often. I was like, he caught me. He goes, 56.
What's the limit? 50?
I'm like, what? I go, it's a 70 zone. He goes, no, the service road is not a 70 zone. I'm like, what is it? He goes, a 50 zone. I go, you pulled me over for 6 kilometers. I go, what's the margin of error on the radar? He looks at me, he goes, okay, you know what?
Yeah,
And he
but
punches
that,
me in the shoulder. He goes, have a good day. I'm like, that was fucking weird.
okay, first of all, that's very rare. But the
Very
Sûreté,
rare.
they're either very qualified or they're assholes. Dude, the one ticket that I had to
Who's a
pay
nice
a little
guy?
while ago and I lost points on was last December when we were going to Val d'Or. Bro, they stop us. Even the ticket wrote the wrong location. Like the guy says he stopped me in a place I'd never been to.
That's happened to me once where they got all the wrong info.
It was all the wrong info. I'm like, what the fuck? And then the way he stopped was the funniest thing. So we're all Poseidon's in the car. I'm driving with everyone, with traffic, with all the other cars, right? Bro, I see him parked in front, and I'm very curious. So I look, and my head's turning. Why I look at him, and we make fucking eye contact. And I knew as soon as I make eye contact with him, like he didn't like it, and I go, this guy's gonna stop me. Bro, doesn't the guy start pulling, and he pulls us over, and I go, I fucking knew in my head he didn't like that I fucking stared at him. And I tell him, how fast was I going? Like he's trying to make, I go, but I was going with everyone. I go, so if what you're saying is true, wouldn't everyone be speeding?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
Doesn't
I
give a
caught
fuck.
you.
He's like, I caught you. Yeah. Go fuck yourself. So he pulls me over. Yeah, we're in Val d'Or. So now I'm like, bro, not only was I not speeding, but he has all the information wrong. I go to my guy to fight it.
You quit. You're
Yeah,
quitting.
you're gonna love this. I go to my guy to fight it. You can't fight it until you get it. You have to get it in the mail first. You get it in the mail, and then, bro, they never send me anything in the mail. Never send me anything in the mail. They just decide months later that I'm guilty. So then I go back to the lawyer. I go, hey, what the fuck is this shit? They had the name a little bit wrong. They had the car type wrong. They had the location wrong. Everything wrong. Because it's Sûreté, no, you can't do shit. It doesn't matter. It's still your ticket.
No way.
Yeah, bro, I got fucked completely.
You paid it?
Hey, I had to pay extra. It cost me even more, I lost points. Yeah, that's why now when they fuck me, like when it's a real ticket, like a parking, or whatever, I pay it if it's real because it's my fault.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
when they do pull shit like this, now I go to court. I go, fuck you. You're not taking advantage of
That's
me.
what happened to
Sûreté
me
de
last
Québec.
week, remember?
Sûreté du Québec is very hard to fight. They do whatever they want.
It's
I didn't know
almost impossible. Almost impossible.
And then I'm glad I didn't get that ticket.
Bro, I have been to court 15 times, okay?
In the last year.
Look at this face. You think I'd force myself on a woman?
6 or 7 times myself. If I'm being honest, I think 6 or 7.
I've been a lot.
I've won every single time, but this time I was Sûreté de Québec. This time I had a witness everything, bro.
Still.
$1,000 ticket, lost, bro. I had the woman, the what do you call the that's defending the city?
The prosecutor.
The prosecutor was nervous.
She doesn't defend the city. She attacks the citizens. It's
Yeah,
a different.
They're real pieces of work sometimes.
Yeah.
Those prosecutors.
Bro, last time when I went with him, the funniest thing was the prosecutor was such a bitch, bro. She's like, "We'll make a deal." I go, "What deal? What are you talking about?"
Which court? Which one did you go to?
Downtown,
Oh,
the main
downtown,
one.
okay.
He's like, "So you don't have to go in your." Do you remember this? And I go,
Yeah.
"What do you? I'm not making a deal with you. Is the deal that I just get off, I don't pay anything, and this is erased? No, you're gonna. What do you say? You won't lose points. We have to pay." I go, "Bro, I'm winning this fucking court case. Are you crazy?" Why? And he's like, I go, "I postponed 3 times in order to bring the officer in. I'm winning this fucking court case, bro." He goes, "No, you're not. You're not." I go, "Yeah, we're gonna see." And then after, bro, I went to fist bump the officer. I go, "Good try, bro. Nice try." And the other guy, I go, "Nice try, kid. Nice try, bro." I was such a dick. We're in the courtroom.
No, I had gone a few years
But
ago.
hold on.
Yeah,
finish
you're
your
doing
story,
Yeah. Bro, because the
How did
prosecutor
we get
got
into this cycle of TikTok?
She got.
I have my court case
She
today.
got cocky with me. Also, this that. But then I presented all the proof and everything. I had pictures, everything. I had a witness. The witness had the exact same story as me. And bro, she was so nervous. The prosecutor, she was stuttering. Bro, she was stuttering. Bro, I had her stuttering in front of the judge. Bro, the judge still like not guilty. I was like, what? $1,000
That's crazy.
ticket, 10 points.
I mean, the only time I've ever really gone like
I love the Sûreté, man. I
Why
dealt.
the Sûreté?
No, they're a bunch of cunts, bro.
Look, I dealt with the Sûreté a lot because they would protect us, right? I mean, we were protected with the
Protected
Sûreté
class,
Québec,
yeah.
because you know the politicians on the hill and even the staffers, we have this special line we call the Sûreté comes like right away. Wherever-
like that.
I don't know where the fuck they come from, but they come. Yeah. I remember when there was like 45 students that stormed our office once, like in 2008. Dude, you understand?
on Saint Laurent.
Yeah, on Saint
Yeah, I
Laurent.
remember this.
In the office.
Nick was so mad.
Oh my God, this guy, he was mad like once a week. There was so much crap happening. So one guy comes in the office, keeps
Fucking
the door
Boston
open because
time.
we had automatic locks, right? So he comes in,
To allow all the other cronies to come in.
they all run in, they storm the office, dude, they destroyed everything.
Wait, but how did he get in?
we thought it was one guy coming in to see us, so we opened the door, and he stayed. And when we saw him sticking at the door, I'm like, "What the fuck's going on right here?" And then we just see 1, 2, 3, 5, 10. I'm like, "What the fuck?"
To me, that's terrorism. I would have started swinging.
It is domestic terrorism.
So we.
Self-defense.
Yeah.
I don't know how, man. We just acted really quickly. We locked all the file cabinets, took the keys away. We locked
All the important stuff.
the office. My boss was there, and we have a security exit in the back, so he left, and the security exit led to the factory, the next factory.
His
Where I
boss
shot
left from
dichotomous.
his boss left from the waitress exit.
So he went in the back. We called guys the Sûreté du Québec. It took them 35 seconds. I don't know where the fuck it's like. Yeah, they came from. I don't even know where, dude. There was like 10 cars.
Windows breaking.
Yeah,
like the
exactly.
Ninja Turtles.
From a
Yeah.
helicopter. So they came in, and then the cops come.
Did they start beating the kids?
No. This is what
Cops are
happened.
across the street. The station's
Yeah,
right there.
it's right across the street anyway. So the
Oh,
Sûreté
that's why,
comes.
bro.
No, the SPVM.
No, but that's the police. It's not the Sûreté. The Sûreté comes in automatically. The police. There's a special tactic unit, whatever, that comes in with the shin
body armor?
guards and
Yeah,
all
yeah.
that shit.
The right
And,
dispersers.
and they
The
can't do anything because it's private property. They can't just come in and enforce whatever. So they were pushing us to sign off.
to destroy the place.
Dude, they had a document. They're like, here, sign off here. We're going to kick these guys out. We're like, dude, none of this shit is happening. These kids are all with their cell phones filming. I'm like, nobody.
Wait, if you signed, they would have beat the shit out of these kids.
Oh, I would have signed so
No,
fast.
man. No.
Bro, I would have fucking cut my hand, blood sign that shit.
We
Bro,
had
set this bitch on fire.
we had the premier's office on the line, and they're like, listen, don't do anything. Hold off. Don't do anything. We're like, they're destroying our fucking office. Please don't do anything. We don't need this right now.
Yeah, I would have fucking. By the time it's like, don't sign. Yeah, I signed.
Bro, me,
It's been done.
I would have signed and I would have gotten into SWAT
No,
gear
dude,
with
you
them.
should have seen.
Bro, give me an extra helmet.
No, but you should have seen these guys. It was as if they were so thirsty they hadn't seen action like in months. They're like, come on, sign
Oh,
sign
yeah,
right
these
here.
guys want-
There were like 10 or 15 of them. Like, what are you
Oh,
guys
no,
talking about? Like, what are you talking about?
How old were these kids?
They were university. They
have
were
pots and
university
pans?
students.
They're adults,
No,
bro.
this was
Adults,
before.
They're
bro.
adults. They're adults. They need the beating.
They made their own decisions in life, bro.
Yeah. There's
These are
consequences.
the guys who remember doing the whole pots and pans thing?
Yeah.
Whatever that was actually about, I don't remember. I just remember the pots and the pans. 'cause it
You
was
should have
noisy.
seen Nick
They
then.
used to corral them, remember? I would watch it on live TV at night when they would have these big, like on Saint Denis, and you're like, oh shit, they're getting closed off. And you see it fucking tightening from the aerials, and you see them start dispersing all of a sudden.
But they were a bunch of pussies, those guys, because I remember twice I got caught around them, once in the metro and one because they were wearing the red
The
squares.
SWAT?
Yeah,
Oh, the
yeah,
red
yeah.
square.
Remember
guys,
the
yeah.
red square?
Yeah, yeah.
So then, I don't like them. I don't like red squares. I don't like communism. So I started wearing a green square everywhere just to fuck with them.
What
And
did
then
the green square represent?
nothing, just not red.
Just Gumby. Just Gumby stuff.
Just not red, bro. So I remember once second cup on Milton and Park Avenue.
Oh, yeah,
They were
where the
coming
battle
up.
net used to be.
Do you
Yeah.
remember, bro? It was the middle. The cops were within the middle, and there's two walking in between them, staring at them all. They're all getting pissed off, but they can't do shit. There's cops there. Same thing in the metro. They caught me in the metro. There's a lot of them, but they're all pussies, bro. They were just looking at the
No,
square getting mad.
you should have seen Nick during that time, 2011, 2012.
You know who Nick is, right? He's
No.
Peter's dad.
Peter's dad.
Who's Peter?
Peter James.
Oh,
Yeah.
He owned
He
the
still
building.
owned the building.
He owned the building.
Oh, yeah, I
where he
remember
has
that.
his factory and So,
Think of Peter, but angrier and older.
Oh,
So
my
did he
goodness.
say give me helmet?
so
Oh, he didn't need a helmet, Nick.
guys, you don't understand. At least minimum once a week,
Yeah.
there was something
They
wrong
had
with the
broken
office.
your windows, I remember.
They had broken windows. They would put crazy glue in the locks.
Oh my god.
And it was and,
a bitch move.
and then you know what? Because back then, like now he's elected, Gabriel Nadeau-Dubois, but back then he was one of the student leaders.
Yeah.
And we checked him out, and it so happened that he lived in the riding, just 2 blocks from our office.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying it's him. I'm just saying that
Oh,
the kid lives.
suspicious.
One of the organizers of this entire fucking mobilization, which by the way, you got to give to the guy. I mean, hundreds of thousands of people. Obviously, they were backed by unions, and there was this whole thing. But you understand that the kid lives 2 blocks away.
Yeah.
He's never by himself. He's always and they know that the M&A's office is just around the corner. Every fucking week, they would paint. Dude, at some point, we come to work in the morning. All windows are painted red. Everything painted red.
Can I just say, you guys have no cameras? No, there's cops right in front of you guys. How shitty is this city?
Shitty.
Yeah. Yeah, there was
Like,
no
I'm
sky.
all
Like,
for
just think about the
protesting.
owner of the building who's not political
Yeah,
in any way. He's
yeah.
renting to them.
Yeah, we're like, what
and
the
his
hell?
building's being damaged.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
what are you doing,
Like,
man?
what are
Yeah,
you
look,
doing?
I'm all for protesting and freedom of expression, but when it gets to like where you damage property and shit
Private
like that,
property.
Private
private
property.
property,
Not property of the government.
not
Private
even,
property.
not even
But
if it was,
but even if it's public, even if it's public, dude,
Well,
it doesn't belong to you.
exactly. So long as
I'm
there's,
not saying it does. I'm just saying private property is even worse.
Yeah, okay.
yeah,
It's
I get
egregious.
I get it, but when it comes
It
to the
is
point where you're
egregious.
damaging shit, you're starting to be a pain in the ass for everyone, and you're causing big issues. Like that's where I draw the line.
And then I remember once, like that whole painting shit and vandalism and everything had kind of quieted down. And then we get this thing in the mail, and my colleague Doris opens the envelope. Like this fucking
Anthrax!
this fucking white smoke just pops out of nowhere. Doesn't she start panicking? She's like, "Fuck! Call it, dude." The cops came, like these guys in hazmat
Hazmats.
suits, and then and then it came out that there were a bunch of offices that they had sent this to. The entire building had to be fucking evacuated. You know what that causes to business?
Yeah.
The guy's factory had to close down. We're talking about 30, 40 employees out on the street across the park on Jarry Park. They had quarantined the people that they thought like Doris was quarantined. They had her in this fucking thing.
What was it finally?
It was
'Cause Doris
it
is
was
not dead.
baking powder.
Okay.
But
Yeah, it
they
was
were
just a
trying to say we
stupid-
could anthrax you if we want to type of thing. It's a
Yeah.
threat.
Actually, they can't because anthrax gets scanned. All the mail gets scanned now.
yeah, it's
don't
very
know.
difficult to get a hold of.
It goes
What?
through these
A
chemical
hold of
it? It's very
No,
difficult
you
to
can get a hold of it, but there's like a spectrograph that they use on all mail for like toxins and shit.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true.
Think about how much shit is coming from China. Everything's going through some kind
That's
of
what I'm
X-ray.
saying. There's still a lot of stuff that comes from China. Like,
Yeah, there was like 4 or 5 offices at that time. They had
remember this
the
whole
whole day wasted, the entire day. Like you got to be stupid to do that shit, man. Anyway.
That's pretty dumb.
You
Like,
should have come and see me back then. I was 18. I was still a hothead, bro. You would have done counterterrorism.
you were never hot.
or head. You never had a head.
Let's talk about some other news.
None of this was news. But let's do some news.
Yeah. We went from that black kid getting harassed to talking about your police
Yeah, it was weird.
thing.
I stand in solidarity.
Anyway, there was this very strange decision that was taken by the court this week or late last week. I can't remember. So there's this teacher who was accused of filming underneath students' skirts.
Oh.
Man or a woman?
A male teacher.
Just checking.
So you're just telling us about a cool dude hanging out at the high school.
That's pretty fucked up, man.
But here is the weird thing.
Oh yeah. The first part wasn't weird. Go
I
on.
hate myself for laughing at that joke.
He got absolved.
What?
What?
By like a priest?
No,
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. Been looking at the young Fanny as I was.
No, he got an absolution conditionnelle, which means that he has no criminal record. And
Okay,
the
why?
reason for that is
Okay.
because they valued all the research that he had done.
I've been looking at the documentation you're in trouble for. I must say, sir,
Not research on
quite
on those
exceptional
girls.
work. The lighting. Your best shots were the ones from the desk. Legs open, spread. This is a good shot we got, sir. We
art.
thank you. We
art.
thank you for the work you've done for the community.
He had done a lot of research that dealt with the fact that there's not enough male teachers in a university
anything. I wanna hear
or
the rest.
college or whatever it is. So he was doing research on why.
Yeah, I wonder why.
I don't know. I mean, that was his research. He was doing research on
His research, what do you mean you don't know why?
on why there's more women and why men feel discouraged to follow to pursue that kind of.
And his
profession.
example was, look, because if you fuck one of these fly honeys, you go to jail. You get it? Research complete.
honeys. So anyway.
Wait, was this high school or university?
No, this is we're talking about 14, 15-year-old girls, man.
Oh, whoa, that doesn't make sense. I thought he was.
because you were going so hard. I go, he doesn't know how old they are.
Yeah.
That's even worse.
Wait, so how did they tell him good research, bro? We love 14-year-old
So,
sluts.
so the
insane.
judge came out and said, "Listen,
I'm
we
fucking furious.
isn't that crazy? Isn't that a crazy decision?"
What's this guy's name?
Simon Lamar.
Where's he live?
Lamar.
I don't know
Il est tombé
where.
dans
Is
la
he
mer.
from Montreal, I mean?
Fuck, my
Yeah, he's from
girlfriend's a
Montreal.
14-year-old, bro. This
The
makes
cops,
me angry.
The cops were following the.
What did he say?
I looked at him and it was perfect. He's like, he was upset. He's like, bro, my girlfriend's 14 years old. This makes me fucking angry. That's a good joke, bro.
Yeah, you like that? Huh?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, funny joke.
Yeah,
It was a joke.
Yeah, no. Apparently his ex-wife had complained already to the police because
he
she had
keeps
found
putting his
videos.
phone. Oh,
She had found videos and all that. She's like, "What the fuck is this
my
kind of
God.
thing?"
I'm doing research.
So the cops were following him and they caught him red-handed in the metro at Villa Maria Metro.
Oh, Method was doing it at school. This guy is
Where
exceptional.
was he teaching?
I'm not sure where he was teaching, but they caught him in at the metro station going up the escalator, filming underneath one of the students' skirts.
So what you're saying is he was conducting field research.
Field research, yeah.
I get it, bro. It's just science. Okay, so hold on. So this is why there's
18
confusion.
hours ago, Simon Lamal's license to teach has been revoked.
Nice. So hold on. Before you continue, so just so that we all understand the story, because we misunderstood in the beginning.
Yeah.
So
Well,
the
I
girls were
understand.
high school, but this guy's a university. He doesn't teach in a high school.
He had taught in university, but he's a high school teacher.
Hold.
Okay.
A former Montreal elementary school teacher who pleaded guilty to taking photos.
Hold on a second, guys. I gotta understand.
how's
He
that
went from
possible?
university
Terrible at this.
to
No,
high school to elementary school. Are you gonna tell me next he was the janitor? Like, what was he?
You're right. He was a
of
fifth
course
grade.
I'm
He was a
right.
fifth grade teacher, but he was
Okay.
filming.
Jesus
He was
Christ.
filming high schoolers.
Yeah, because he's not disgusting.
I want this guy's address.
He's like, I'm not an animal. I'm not an animal. I'm going for older broads. How old? 15.
So this is disturbing.
You know,
man,
old
honestly.
broads. So like,
So, but I don't understand. So he's not going to jail. He's not going to jail. He's not paying a fine.
and he's not
bro.
getting a criminal record because he got an absolution conditionnelle. So the judge came out.
his research is too important.
He was a pedagogy researcher. That's what it says here.
What do you mean? What is pedagogy?
Not what you think it is.
That's why I'm asking.
Yeah.
Pédagogie, isn't that just
Education.
Education, yeah.
So let me quote, and it's going to be in French, the judge. He goes, faut-il encourager l'accusé dans sa réhabilitation convaincante ou accroître son isolement par une stigmatisation?
The second one.
Qu'est-ce qui pourrait nuire à l'intérêt public ou plutôt qu'est-ce qui est le plus rentable socialement? So basically, because of his will to rehabilitate from whatever sickness he has,
Oh, come on.
and all the research that he's done,
What's his name?
Simon Lamal.
Simon Lamal.
So he's gonna come
can
up with
you
an
invite him to
Instagram
the French
video.
cast?
No, never. He's gonna be trying to take
Invite him to
upskirts.
the French cast.
So he's gonna be doing an Instagram story. He's gonna be like, listen, for my rehabilitation, I would like all young 14 to 16-year-old girls that would like to take part in my research send upskirt shots to simonlamache@gmail.com. Because clearly I can't go out there. It's stigmatizing. But
It'll
help
probably be something like
Bro,
Sexy Papa at
Bro,
Hotmail.
the judge must have had something, like the guy must have had something on the judgment. The judge's like, this is important research. You seen these shots?
It's I don't understand.
The rage that's boiling inside me. I want you to bring this guy to the French cast.
For what?
I
He
didn't
needs to
say
ask.
he was going to be on
He's
the
like,
French
sir,
cast.
how you doing this? Like, just share some tips.
Invite him late at night. We'll turn off the cameras. Just invite him to the French cast.
No,
Not
I would
wearing
never
any
do that.
skirts, though.
First of all, yeah, just the fact that you said that,
I don't
it's
care.
incriminating.
I don't care.
But no, I would never. So you invite him. Invite him to your
He's
house,
not going to
bro.
come to film my hole. He's going to be confused. He's going to be excited.
No,
come
yeah, exactly.
Film my hole.
Yeah, come
How
film
old
my
are
hole. How old are you? 15. I have a podcast.
Oh, catfish him.
Yeah, catfish. But he doesn't look like. But it doesn't look like he's molesting. He doesn't look like he's molesting kids. He seems like a voyeur.
Yeah, it's still creepy.
Yeah, no one's saying it's not creepy. We're
still
not
gonna do
laughing. We're not saying we're laughing
But
like,
I
I can't believe he did that. This guy should be out free. We're laughing at the fact that they're like,
But voyeurism
it's
is a
important
crime,
research.
no?
Yeah, of course it's a crime.
Not
But he
if
should
it's
have
upskirts.
Oh, boy. He should have a criminal record at least.
Well, no. Why would he have a
Do you
criminal
want
record?
this guy on the street with a cell phone camera?
Bro, he looks like a guy that would look
Yeah,
up
of
skirts.
course
Let me
he
see, let me
does.
see. Fucking. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's perfect, his face. Yeah.
He's such a creeper.
Oh, he has. Let me see that again.
Wait, was that him or is this him?
Let me see.
Oh, I think this is him, which is worse.
Oh, this guy looks like a rapiste.
Jesus.
This is the guy who 5 years from now we find out he raped someone.
I think he would have done it. Bro, you know what it's like? Your wife. So now they're getting a divorce
What's
for
the power
sure.
trip he's
Well, I
having?
think they by the time that he went to court, they had already divorced.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think.
because if your wife is the one ratting you out, yeah, officer, there's a bunch of fucking child upskirts.
How are they not divorced already? Unless she was into that shit.
No, I think she found it and then divorced him.
Oh,
Because
okay,
she
okay,
wasn't,
okay.
she's like, what are you doing? Research. Get out of my office.
Yeah, my office mom.
Get out of my office and bring me some more Kleenex.
What are you doing in there? Drugs. I'm doing drugs.
Jesus Christ, bro.
So there
So
you
wait,
have it.
so how is he absolved? I don't understand. There's people that
nothing
commit
makes
less
sense here,
crimes
nothing.
and they don't get absolved.
Yeah. Well,
If the cops are gonna beat someone senseless,
It should be this guy.
it should be this guy. Imagine if it was your daughter. She's in high school.
The cops will never find
And
her.
yeah, and you're going to pick her up at the metro, and you see after she comes off the escalator, there's a guy behind her like this. Do you even think, or you go, hold on a second, sweetie? Bam! Right? This guy shouldn't survive.
That guy doesn't make it to the top of the escalator.
I'd stuff him.
Down the elevator.
No, I'd
Straight down.
stuff him. You know that where the escalator goes in I'd stuff him in there, bro.
Do you remember that historical epic?
Poseidon's negotiating. Bro, it's disgusting. You getting these shots of my daughter's hot friends?
Because the judge.
What would you do, George?
I'd kill him. I think.
George, be honest.
We're live. This is being
Yeah,
recorded.
yeah.
No, it's a hypothetical.
I respect the institutions, and I don't agree with the decision.
He's applying for a new
Okay,
job.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
why
yeah,
I
yeah.
got this. Listen,
No, but I'm
you
saying-
remember
I'll
that
tell you.
I'm saying
historical-
your reaction.
I'll tell you off air.
Yeah, but your reaction, the at least you could tell us your reaction would not be like, well, it's important research,
understandable.
guys.
It's important
Yeah.
research, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what was he researching again? Like,
Why there's not
His
enough male
research
teachers.
was based on the fact that there's less male teachers, pursuing that kind of career.
what does that have to do
What
with taking
useless-
videos of
what-
fucking
there's
asses?
Nothing. It has nothing to do.
No, but forget that having to do with it. It's separate. Fine. How is it useful? Who the fuck cares?
I don't know.
How are we spending grant money to find out why someone doesn't feel like they should be working at this job? Like, fuck
Look,
off.
one has nothing to do with the other. It's just that the judge considered
not
that
saying it does.
research or whatever the fuck he called it.
Who
was-
is this judge?
I have a
man
hard
or
drive
woman?
full of research at my
A
house.
judge, a lady, or a man?
No, it's a man.
It's a man judge, eh?
What was his name? Hold on.
I don't know, but he's a
Bro, that's a
fucking-
good inside joke now.
Which?
If people knew more about this, that's fucking funny. You go like, babe, there's a hard drive full of research at the house. If you could run a magnet over it, there's a label on it. It says
I wanna change
research.
topics. I'm very upset.
I mean, it makes no sense. Like the arguments the judge was giving. Look, let me read you something else. He
Yeah.
says, l'absolution est non seulement dans l'intérêt véritable de Simon Lamarre afin de lui permettre de poursuivre une carrière, meaning that we need to allow this person to continue his career, mais également dans l'intérêt public because the work that he provided is of public interest.
Is
so,
he curing fucking cancer?
no, you know what I mean? So
His work is of public interest. Have you guys seen these videos? When you see these videos, you're gonna agree with me. This guy's a hero. What a
He's like a
weird,
modern day Warhol.
what a weird thing for a judge to say.
There's more to this story that we don't know.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
the
blame
only
people for
logical
creating a
explanation.
I think Pantelis said it right. Maybe he has something on the judge.
Yeah.
Maybe.
He's setting. He's like the judge.
The day that he was going to decide, he received something in a brown envelope sealed.
Yeah.
Careful with
Baking
what you
soda.
say. Baking soda.
I know you're my biggest backer.
It's the judge getting pegged.
Anyway.
This is fucked up.
Let's.
That's fucked up. But
No, it's
what would
crazy.
you do on air? Come on.
I'm not going to say anything on
You
air.
catch it happening.
Yeah. Okay. Next.
Wait, hold on a second. What if you're? Because
You have 2 daughters, and I have 2 daughters, and I know exactly how you feel.
so what
and I
about the
feel
daughters
same way.
or the family that went, I guess, to sue him or whatever? What are they told now? Just shut the fuck up. This guy's too important.
I guess.
I would be like that father. Remember when in the U.S. when
Take
they
him.
were that gymnast, that coach there that had raped all these gymnasts in
yeah, I
the
vaguely
U.S.
Yeah.
Olympic team, and there was a father of one of these gymnasts that that went to the mic and asked the judge. He's like, "Can I just have please, just 5
minutes.
minutes alone in a room with what's his name, Nasser or whatever? I can't remember what his name was.
It was skate. Was it gymnastics or skating?
No,
Or
it was, I
skiing?
think no,
That was
I
another
think it was
story.
gymnastics. So obviously the judge is like, yeah, nobody. And doesn't he just lunge at him?
Yeah, he goes for it.
Yeah,
He wasn't even held in contempt, him, man.
but that's different. That was also rape.
I'm that father.
But that
I would
was
be
that was
father.
rape. You're not gonna go. You're not gonna lose your whole life for this guy, and then your daughter grows up without a father. Because this guy, you'll beat him to near death. But you're not gonna murder him. It's not the same as rape. But the fact that these parents came, let's say they go to court and they're like, wait, what the fuck? So why do I?
How do you believe in the system? At
Yeah,
that
why
point?
do we have a system? I don't get it. So
But
this
the
guy's
thing-
allowed to videotape my daughter's ass.
Well, at the same time, you don't know who he's videotaped, right? Because it was just like walking down the street. I mean, you don't know who that girl was.
and then
or-
you gotta ask. You gotta show me the videos.
Is that
I know whose ass is whose ass.
Claire, this vagina looks a lot
Yeah.
like your mother's.
I'm gonna cross-reference his videos with my videos. Wait, what? Mine are all named. They're all labeled.
Yeah.
All right,
I like to keep it organized.
Yeah.
Let's move to our favorite mayor, Mrs. Valerie Plante.
Woo!
You're not allowed to say Mrs. anymore. It's Ms.
Ms.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
it's
she
not
got
Ms.
divorced?
It's not Ms.
Oh,
It's
it's all
Miss.
Mrs.
She got
Miss.
divorced.
She had too
No,
much.
we're not
No,
supposed
no,
to use
no.
both anymore.
But you know when we went to
Who
school,
the fuck said that?
You know when we went to school,
like a
there
thing.
was Miss, Ms, and Mrs.
Oh no, Ms.
No, Ms. is a-
Ms.
is
and
colloquialism.
Miss is the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ms. was not
Mrs.
married.
Mrs. is if you're married,
Yeah.
and Miss is if you're
Now
not married.
everyone's Mrs.
Now it's everyone's Miss. Like
Who
you're-
the, no, guys, are you serious? I never saw this.
Yeah,
Miss,
they-
I didn't get the
everyone's
memo.
Miss. Yeah, there's no Mrs. It doesn't matter.
Well, I mean, you can say this, it's not wrong. It's just that to avoid.
officially in the English language,
I was
there's
just
no
said
distinction
ma'am.
made.
Wait, hold on. Why would they? Who
It's
decided that?
ma'am.
To
Remember
avoid
that?
confusion, because if you run into a woman and you don't know if she's married or not, and you call her Mrs., you're like, "Oh, hold on, dude, I'm not married."
Okay, but that's
Excuse
not
me.
a big deal.
And if you call her Ms., first of all, I never called anyone Ms. in my life.
I have.
never. Ms.
I'm not
Yeah,
an
like
angry
your
old
teacher,
guy trying to get
Miss
a
Vula. Yeah,
Miss.
Vula.
yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
They were all married.
No.
Kiravula.
Oh, no, bro. In high school, bro.
Yeah,
You wouldn't
in
even go to the
high
same high school. Yeah.
Kiravula. Like you're so fucking Greek.
That was her name. That was her fucking name.
Kiravula.
Miss Vula was my high school English teacher.
Jeez.
One of the best teachers ever.
So Valerie Plante, just a month after her campaign, already a broken promise. So there's a bunch of articles coming out to the effect that, during the campaign, in order to kind of quote unquote compete with Denis Coderre, she had come out and said that she would hire 250 additional police officers in Montreal in order to address, the issue that we have with gun violence and all that stuff. And she said it was going to be 250 an ajout net, like it was going to be a net addition of 250 officers.
A net a Jew.
Now she comes on and says, look, let me just clarify certain things, because there were some articles that had already started circulating to the effect that, look, this is what she had promised.
Yeah.
So she goes, listen, I just don't want anyone to spread any misinformation. The 250 police officers are going to come in, and it's going to comprise the ones that are retiring. It's just going to be a 250 total.
So it's not what she said.
So it's not an addition of 250. It's going to be to complement whoever's retiring and whatever.
You
So-
must understand, I want to bring more police officer, but they are busy beating black youth.
Quebec?
They will not transfer.
I don't understand. And you know what? I have a friend that actually got elected under her banner, so I'm trying to bring her on the podcast. But I don't understand what the issue is between this administration and just in general the police force. There seems to be like this disconnect.
There always has been, though.
Between, you mean the mayor and the
like,
cops?
Yeah, no, but it's just
The city and the
the ideology is so overpowering to the fact that, listen, stop being against fucking police officers, and like your judgment is clouded because of your ideology or because of whoever it is that
Because
supports
hating
you.
police officers has been politicized, and
Yeah.
they want to get elected.
But I will say one thing: the mayor is stupid because literally the one thing separating her from getting the shit kicked out of her are police officers.
Exactly.
People hate the government. The only reason why people don't go throw pies in her face, shit on her, or whatever, is fear of police. So if the police would decide, you know what, okay, you don't like us, mayor, that's fine. We're not protecting you at your rallies or at your office. Bro, she's fucked. They're all fucked.
Yeah.
People will just walk into her office and piss on her desk. So
Well, I mean, they did it to George. his
yeah, they
boss
did
anyways.
to George. Imagine. So she's very stupid for doing that. It's very, very dumb.
I don't understand. And you have an issue already. So she came out, and now she's trying to convince everyone, no, that's not what I said, when in fact there's evidence that that's what you said. Even
It's on video.
Even the
I did
police
not say
union.
this. It's a deep fake. Starting deep fake.
No, but even the police union had issued a press release saying that, oh, you know what, this is a great announcement. We congratulate Mayor Plante for her commitment to add an additional 250 police officers to our forces. It's going to come and reinforce and help us, et cetera, et cetera. And now she's not doing it. So to counter that, she came out and said, well, look, what we're going to do instead, we're going to create a special committee that will comprise police officers, community organizations, and different other professionals to convene and to kind of give us recommendations on how to address the rising violence and gunfights in our city. Why are we wasting time with different consultations? And I get it. Look, I've worked with community organizations that had a lot of knowledge on how to address these issues, and they're an important actor in this whole affair. But you're wasting time, man. Just get, the blue suits on the ground and help the fucking.
Well,
what's
look,
the problem? Like, what are you waiting for exactly?
Are they going to be well-trained cops, or are we going to get... Because another cop story I have is from...
We know that they need to be better trained, but at the same time, we know that we need an additional there's a penury of like 250 police officers already. We know that there's a shortage of police officers. So fill up those spots and then focus on what kind of training you want to do. At least get them
Who
there.
wants to be a cop anymore?
That's the other thing,
pretty
because
broken inside to wanna be a
well,
police
see, the last
officer every
the last year, and we've spoken about this on the show. There's a lot of police officers that have come out and said, "Listen, we don't want to do this job anymore. Everything we do,
Scrutinized.
we're scrutinized. People have a cell phone. It's taken out of context. Like, look at what's happened. We don't know what happened in Quebec City.
People are
but-
taking upskirts of us as we go up escalators. It's terrible.
No,
then
it's
getting
like
off.
we
In
can't
more
do
ways
our
than
job
one.
properly, and they admit that we're very poorly trained. I mean, we're trained
I think
under antiquated.
We need a secondary force. That's not a police force. That's a
Space
different kind of force.
Oh, don't
Maybe
tell
a space
me,
force.
because who was it? The Valérie Plante that was coming out and saying that we need to create a citizen.
No,
force. Is that
We
what
do
you're
not need a
requiring?
citizen force. Fucking
No, I'm talking
Himmler.
about.
You're gonna have a bunch of fucking hall monitors.
Yeah.
bro, in
No,
the
no,
city.
I'm
Are you
talking
Calm
about-
down, Joseph Goebbels. We don't need that kind of shit
I'm
here.
talking about like trained psychiatric professionals who ride with police. They are a kind of security, but who are with them.
We ride together.
Oh,
we prescribe together.
like
That wasn't even funny, but it made me laugh.
kind of like in that show, right?
Which show?
Fuck, there was a police show. There was like a.
You're talking about The Mentalist.
I think so. Yeah.
Please tell me you're not talking about The Mentalist.
What is the mentalist?
He was a
think it's
consultant. He was a mentalist. He would trick people, and he wore snazzy suits. That's not at all what I'm
Well, hold
saying.
on a second. So the cops are right around with a magician.
Basically, yes, absolutely, absolutely.
I'm
In New York, they're running around with a novelist.
telling you, cops, I'm gonna kill her. Bring in the magician. He's like, are you gonna kill her? What if I guess your card? See?
You know the thing with magicians?
Look in your back pocket. He puts it. Bam! They shoot him.
That's a good fucking sketch. That's a good bro. Write that shit
watched
down, bro. Write that
Actually,
shit
I
down.
saw a magician over the weekend at a kid's party.
I'm writing that down, bro.
Right now, yeah, we gotta do all these
I haven't
sketches.
seen
Yeah.
magic in years. It was really. What? Why are you dying? Yeah.
Yeah, you saw police. Sorry, a magician.
My nephew, they had who knows? It was my niece's birthday, and my sister-in-law had a magician. His name was the magnificent Yan Li Chan. He was from Brossard, I'm pretty sure. And
The Hanley Chan of the
he did a
Brossard
bunch
tribe.
of tricks, and I was just watching Anna because Anna loves magic. She's like, I was like, what is going on? I go, you're being overly supportive. She goes, did you not see that? I'm like, dude,
Anna's like a black guy.
she's so excited. No, she fucking loves magic.
Yeah.
She goes nuts for it. I was like, but you know how it works? She goes, I don't want to know. La, 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 la. I don't care. It's just cool. I'm like, all right. Yeah, the magnificent Yan Li Chan. I thought he was going to do Kung Fu, but he didn't.
He didn't do any kung fu.
No Kung Fu.
With a name
Fuck,
like
that
that.
was funny.
He was a Quebecois guy.
I wrote it down.
The
bro.
mascara.
Like David Blake.
Yeah. What if I can guess your card? See?
Why is he old timey, your
Because
magician?
it makes it funny. He's very vaudevillian.
Yeah, he's very popular. He's got that transatlantic
Yeah,
English. See?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
Look in your back pocket. All right. Bam! Shot him in the head.
The mysteries of life and death.
I made him disappear, officers.
All right, just going back to what we had said last week about the government announcing, billions of dollars to keep kids in school and to get them into special programs. I don't know if you guys remember that. Thousands, like
Sorry, before you continue.
Yeah.
Christine, why are you mad when we agree? I don't understand.
About what?
Where she's like, yeah, it's called, it's the actual meaning behind defunding the police, like how it started.
What
Well, I
is-
was talking about creating a separate force that can work with the police to help them, to support them. That's not really defunding the
Bro,
police.
Christine's a psychopath.
No, I'm
okay?
just saying. Like, we're actually on the same page here, and she's like, no.
No.
I was like, what did I do?
Christine is
What did
one
I
of
do?
those, what's that fucking, a contrarian?
Like a Mary question.
She's a contrarian. You get it? So
I
she's
understand what
just
you
gonna
mean.
go against. So right now she's like, what does she say? She goes,
But she's not
defund the
really being
police.
a contrarian.
Speaking
And
of
then
the
if
police.
you say, you know what they should do is defund the police, she'll be like, but why? If you defund the police, more black people are gonna get hurt. So she's that kind of person.
She says that she wasn't mad. She was saying that I was right. I'm sorry. I'm just
No,
used
you
to
see,
being
you see what I
angry.
mean? Because now I went against her. She went against that and said no, it was right. Just a contrarian.
It's possible.
Always, she can never just
Do
be
you
like,
remember
yes,
the fable about the boy who cried wolf?
yeah.
Okay, so you know how he always said there was a wolf and the wolf, and when he was finally was a wolf, no one believes him. I think here what we have is the girl who cried woke. She's always yelling at me, disagreeing with me. This time she agreed with me. I read it and I just saw her attack me.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what happened. So
I'm
you're
attacked.
right. This time we agree.
So you know
I
what I
feel
did for you? I put her in the
Why'd you
gulag.
put her in the fucking gulag?
Okay, she didn't deserve gulag.
Yeah,
treatment.
no, nobody deserves the gulag.
I mean, I'll
this
allow
late
it.
in the episode.
So anyway, the Premier Legault came
Trying
out
to
and
make peace with the other side.
Premier Legault came out and said
you were in
that last week we
I
spoke
don't want
about
peace.
helping students get into programs that are going to be affiliated to industries that the government is going to want to fund and that we need, like high-tech industries and engineering and all that stuff. And now, when was it? Yesterday, he announced that as part of that program, there's going to be an additional close to $4 billion that is going to be invested in people
Cuatro billones.
that want to go back to, like, not students, like regular students that want to study, but people that want to just go, you know, what's it called?
Irregular students.
No, the people that want to leave their job and go
Stupid
get
people.
additional training to do something else. So,
Okay.
what is it? Continued learning or whatever?
BIPOC.
I don't know what it is. So,
BIPOC.
yeah, so he's going to be giving them $475 a week
Okay.
to help them with those kind of studies and to kind of reorient their career. So they're taking steps into mitigating the effects that are happening from this labor shortage that we have here. in
Labor
Quebec.
shortage. Yep.
La
Yep.
Berchardage.
I thought we had a job shortage. How do we have a labor shortage and high unemployment? How does that work?
Oh, yeah.
It's an interesting question. Quite the conundrum.
Well, I'll tell you something. We are in the time of, what was that movement? The no work movement? So we're in the time of we need people to work. And there are also people who don't want to work.
But there are people who still need work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It is crazy.
The other crazy, since we're talking about crazy, I mean, the government has come under fire the last 2 weeks with respect to the investigation that is happening for the long-term care facilities and how that whole thing was managed or mismanaged.
Mismanaged. That's better.
Of course, it's mismanaged. So the coroner that is investigating exactly what happened has been questioning the government on how, on what the government did once the outbreak, once the coronavirus outbreak came about, on how to manage the health situation in the city. So a lot of government officials went to testify, and they said that, we had people to go there and to inspect and to make sure that everything was fine since the very beginning.
That's not true.
And all that stuff. Which, look, whether it's true or not, we don't know. We'll wait. We'll wait to see what her report comes out. But what the coroner says, she's like, okay, well, since you're telling that there was inspectors that went in from the very beginning, like in January, I'd like to have those reports.
Oh, boy.
And what the government sent was just one Excel sheet saying on that day we inspected that facility on that day. So this has created a huge controversy now up on the hill, because the coroner is asking for specific individual reports from the inspectors, and instead the government has sent her one document kind of outlining.
So the government, to quote Poseidon, the government's like, okay, we hear you, and then they're just razzle-dazzling
Well,
them.
what-
Yeah, they're
what they're
bamboozling them.
Well,
The government is a student that didn't do his homework. And then he panicked. He's like, yeah, I saw the movie.
I was in the group. I thought someone else would do
Look,
it.
this is serious because, and look, I mean,
And no one said it wasn't, George.
it's serious because the opposition now is alleging, they're saying that allegedly the government has made up documents to kind of, get their.
A big fucking...
It's huge. This thing is huge. Like, if you're making up documents dated back to, January because you're avoiding whatever truth that we need, they're calling for obstruction. They're calling for, these serious allegations.
Obstruct the way.
No.
Huh?
We don't want to be obstructed.
I will obstruct.
Okay.
So look,
Obstruction.
Justice.
No, but this is serious because we want to know what happened in order to avoid something similar happening perhaps in the future. So
Nothing similar will happen in the
If
future.
you want to avoid
The
something
exact
similar
same
in
thing will
the
happen
future,
in 80 years
put
again.
fucking Fauci in jail, bro.
Yeah.
Stop that gain of function research. That's how we're going to avoid that
Are they
shit.
still doing it now?
Yeah, they're still doing it. Nobody stopped them.
hilarious.
Yeah. He also referred to himself in the third person, which was amazing.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah. You haven't seen the interviews?
Go on.
Oh, he's hilarious, bro. When he says, like, what they ask, what can we do to stop, like, in the future? He goes, you need to follow the science. You need to follow Dr. Fauci. Dr. Fauci is the science. It's like, bro, you're Dr. Fauci.
He said that.
So I was like,
he talks.
Is this software
Come
glitching?
on,
What's
man.
happening?
bro, it's insane that he's allowed to do shit like that.
Is there any conspiracies, Poseidon, out there about how all the people in charge have been replaced by synthetics?
Yeah, there is.
There is?
actually.
Okay, just
That's
making
absurd.
sure. I was just no, I agree. I wondered.
Actually,
Because when they do
the-
shit like that, you gotta wonder.
The latest one.
No,
I've
it's
seen-
just because he believes his own hype, because now Disney made a documentary about him.
How can you say I am the science? How can you make a statement and say I am science?
Yeah, he said that before. It's not the first time he says I am the science. He's been saying it, yeah.
the latest is that they're androids.
That's what I meant by synthetics.
They're not androids. It's much simpler. They're assholes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Androids.
They don't care, bro.
Oh, but I know
Maybe they're not androids. Maybe they're hemorrhoids.
Yeah, they're definitely hemorrhoids, bro.
All right, let's talk a little bit about
What, George? What? You just worried that we're gonna not let you get that job, huh?
No,
Got a
what?
big interview, our boy.
He's got a big interview. He's going back into
I'd love
politics.
to be able to help him, but our word will do nothing but hurt him here.
My word will do much. I am a cult leader.
Not here.
Anyway, let's go over to Ottawa. The Justice Minister David Lametti, they retabled a bill that died pretty much last Parliament session, and they're bringing it back with slight changes. What do you?
Nothing.
Let me see.
Nothing, George. You do the news.
Where the government wants to eliminate conversion therapies for.
Oh, that thing. Oh, it doesn't matter. It's not even a real
Not
job.
bothering him.
It's not. So, anyways,
They don't like me though. That's true.
That's true.
I don't think they like me either.
He
but,
shat on the premises.
But they
a few times.
legitimately hate me.
Doesn't matter. So they retabled the bill to eliminate conversion therapies. This was done last Parliament
What?
session.
Why would you eliminate that? We need to convert more people
To what?
to Canadianism.
Yeah.
Pray to the maple leaf.
Conversion
Drink the syrup of the Lord.
Conversion therapies for those.
I wanted to make a joke, but it got me too hard.
So conversion therapies, for those wondering, it's basically inhumane processes through which people think that you're not homosexual. We're gonna fucking convert you. So they go through.
So you could become a homosexual. The way
you're
you
not
say,
gay.
like, you're not homosexual yet, but once we convert you,
You're not gay until you suck the dick.
Yeah, they think that they can ungay gays. So
you
that's
could,
what
bro. It just takes a lot of convincing.
You heard it here first. George Sanjuzos, ungaying the gays. Vote George.
Do you want to stop understanding how to properly dress yourself? Go straight.
So I don't understand why there's so much opposition to this. Like, I mean, it makes no sense to me. Like,
I didn't know
obviously-
we're doing this in Canada legally.
Yeah, it's happening. Of course, it's happening.
It's not government
that's so
sanctioned.
weird.
Of course not.
I've converted many
Wait,
gays.
is it covered by insurance? Like
that
Ramsey?
luscious hair.
No, probably not. But what they want to do, they want to criminalize it. So this is.
I mean, that seems like psychological torture.
It's completely insane.
of course
Yeah,
it is. It's
it
crazy.
should be
It's
criminalized.
it's the equivalent of putting dicks in your face and being like, "Suck it! You're actually gay. You're not straight." And you're like, "I don't want dicks." Yes, you do. It's the equivalent. It's the
not.
same thing
It's
of doing the
worse
opposite.
because
It's the same
they're
thing.
like they use electroshock therapy in some of these things. They
Okay, so
electrocute
they're making
people.
it kinky. Don't try to sell it to us.
All right.
Could you imagine if
Click.
you're
Are
that
you
kind
ready?
of gay
Yes,
dude?
Get the gay out of me.
This is only making me harder, man. So this bill failed to pass last Parliament session.
Okay, so the bill failed to pass. What do you mean? Like we're not allowed to do that shit?
We're not allowed to
No.
criminalize it.
It's like it never came to a vote. Like it didn't make it. Like the Parliament session ended. So when the Parliament
okay.
session ends, they
I
have
saw
to
the joke
they
there
have
too.
to they have to reintroduce the bill.
So hold on a second. So the last thing they're like, look, we got one last thing here. It's about zapping homosexuals. Not important. Is that what they did?
Yeah,
We'll get to it next year.
Yeah, it.
They could survive another year.
Yeah, so
Gays love electricity.
They're a bright bunch.
This is so stupid.
I can't. I honest to
it
God
was
thought
stalled.
it was illegal.
It was stalled in the Senate, and it never made it back to the House to be voted on. So
This
they have to
doesn't even
reintroduce
need to be in the government. How are adult human beings in the modern world being like, I can zap the gay again?
Mademoiselle,
How are they?
No, but think about it,
Mademoiselle
man.
Mew dropped a good one in the chat.
What'd you say?
Read.
I'm not reading. Just tell me.
I'm gay ultra.
Yeah, yes.
Oh,
Yes. Yeah. This is so stupid.
is my homie back?
So yeah, to think that this sort of thing is happening, I mean, I don't know, man. Backward society, like you can't imagine stuff like this happening in Canada, yet it is. And it's
You know
just
what? I'm starting to understand why the guy bought a yacht for $650,000.
I told you. It's a yacht.
A yacht.
A yacht.
A yacht.
Christine's back.
So
and
wait,
fucking belligerent as ever.
so this is
Hurt me right here.
so this is a thing in Canada.
it's happening.
Are these people taking? This is my other question. Against their will, or it's voluntary?
So here's the
Normally,
thing.
parents then.
No. Here's the thing. The previous bill, it was Bill C9. It excluded in the bill consensual conversion therapies.
So
does that
someone wants to get the gay out of them.
Exactly. So if that was gay, like it didn't affect you. Now this new bill, apparently, it just makes it illegal from A to Z. Like even if it's consensual,
this
it
is
shouldn't
mostly-
be happening.
If it's consensual, it just seems more gay. Zap me, doctor.
Zap
Hold
me,
on.
daddy.
So this normally happens within the context of religions, right? Like normally it's like a church association.
Another fucking
I don't
sketch.
know.
Because I don't know for the non-consensual, like for young boys, for example, young men who are showing interest in the same sex, and their parents are like, he's gonna be gay, let's send him to the priest. Are you following me here?
Yeah.
Like, this seems like we shouldn't even have to decriminalize this. You should
Father,
know better.
you bang him. Show him
Fuck
how
the
bad
gay
gay
right
is.
out of him.
This
I
is-
cannot do such a thing, but I will suck it from his soul.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
His soul is located on his cock. So here's the thing.
Why did you say it?
But here's the thing. Why the fuck is this even an idea?
I know.
Like, it's so you can't ungay someone.
There are still people who believe you can
Well,
ungay people.
there's a lot of conservatives apparently sitting in Ottawa that don't agree with this. So it
They're
blows
saying
my
that
mind.
conservative Canadians should have the right to ungay their youth.
But
That's a real sentence I just
but you
spoke on the
can't. It's
internet.
not. There's no scientific basis.
Since
But I thought you
when
said it
has
didn't go to the
science
vote.
Ever changed anything here?
No, it failed. It stalled in the Senate. So
Okay.
what happens now,
They
because it's
stalled
a new
it.
parliament session, they have to reintroduce the bill.
Okay, but
So
if it's
they
stalled, why
reintroduced
are we
the bill.
saying that it's the conservatives doing it?
Well, because they're the ones that voted. Well, because it
Oh,
voted
because
in the
they're
House.
bringing in the bill.
Yeah, you vote in the House, it goes to the Senate
Yeah.
for first reading,
Yeah.
and then the Senate has to send it back to the House.
And the
so
Senate
you can
never
vote.
sent it back.
No.
So it's the Senate's fault.
Well, no, you can't blame the Senate because
I'm
if
still laughing at
How can I not blame the Senate? You said it was sent to the Senate.
I know because it's not their fault. They didn't have time to
But
read
they didn't have time. Why is that the fault of someone else? That's like if I give you an assignment, you don't have time to do it, and then it's my fucking fault because you don't have
No,
time
what
to do
I'm
it.
saying
no
is that
one's
it's not the Senate's fault.
But you said it's the conservatives' fault.
Well, because
But there was no vote.
There was an initial vote in the House.
Yeah.
Okay, so then it goes to the Senate. The
Okay.
Senate has
What
to
was
bring.
the vote in the House?
Well, I don't know what it was, but the conservatives voted against it.
I'm trying to help you.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So, anyways, so it goes to the Senate, and then the Senate has to.
There you go.
Okay, so
And they didn't do their job.
well, because they called elections, so they had no time
Oh,
to
wait,
read.
I
Okay.
just
to
understood
read
what
the
he's
bill.
trying to say.
Yeah, tell me what you're trying to
The
say.
conservatives are the ones who did not let the bill pass in the House. Because it didn't pass, the bill then goes back
well,
to the Senate.
no, no,
No, that's not how it works.
No?
No, Justin Trudeau. Don't forget, he had a minority government, so it passed.
Yeah.
But it has to go to the Senate for a first reading, and then
There
the
you go.
Senate back to the House, so it could be voted on again. Okay.
That was unclear, George.
So this is no one's fault
So
yet.
the conservatives, they've a large part of the conservatives voted against it, but it still passed because he got the approval
Yeah.
of the other parties. It went to the Senate. The Senate didn't have time to read the entire
Are
bill.
there conservative members of parliament sitting in the House right now who voted against banning this
For sure.
practice?
Yeah.
sure.
That's kind of wacky.
For sure.
Yeah,
That is
but that's what it
wacky as
is.
fuck.
So Minister Lametti came out and said, "Listen, man, we know that Aaron O'Toole,
Did Jagmeet Singh say anything?
he's in favor of it. The Bloc Québécois is in favor of it.
He's in favor of
He's in
commercial-
favor of the
Yeah.
bill. He's in favor
Oh,
of the
because I
bill.
could see him being like, "Can this really help?"
So they're in favor of the bill. So the government
was
is
crude. That was crude.
The government is calling on Aaron O'Toole because they.
That was
perfect.
beneath you.
What?
That was beneath you, that joke.
No, you just didn't get it.
I got it.
So the government now is calling on Aaron O'Toole because they know that Aaron O'Toole is in favor of this bill.
Oh, is he in favor?
In favor
Oh, wait.
of the
in-
bill.
Hold on. He's in favor of
I
the
feel
bill.
like we're doing an Abbott and
He's in
So
Costello.
Aaron
favor,
O- so
in
Aaron
favor
O'Toole-
of canceling conversion therapy.
That's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
it's not like 100% conservative.
No, no,
no, no.
Because that would be shocking if there's so many adults that think you
No,
can
no.
electrocute the gay out of
So
someone.
they're calling on him to show some leadership and to
Okay.
get his troops fucking straightened
Okay,
out.
okay.
and say,
Now I
"Listen,
like where this is
Constant order.
going. Now we're back in the modern world. Okay.
So there
I
you
like
go.
where this is going.
So we'll
Okay.
see what happens with that. It's just incredible to think that these sort of things are
I said
happening.
it best. I said there are people who were elected who will now have government pensions for
Yeah.
the rest of their lives who are sitting in Ottawa
Yeah.
who believe that you can electrocute the gay out of someone.
Yeah, there's the leader of the country believes we're in a she session. It's a fucking ridiculous time that we're in.
Anyway, something happened in the news that normally wouldn't make the headline.
Justin's like, we gotta ban this practice. It doesn't work. I know. Come on, give me that.
I'm with you.
All right.
I'm with you.
Fine.
So something happened internationally, which normally wouldn't have made headlines,
charge
but it made the headlines here, and especially in the French.
I think it
newspaper.
works. My boyfriend disagrees.
I saw your head going. Did you hear what I said right after? I tried it. It just charred me.
That's fine.
Okay, I just gotta grab
Zap.
something. I'll be right back.
Yeah. So something happened internationally, and normally wouldn't have made the headlines, but the French newspapers over here announced it as if it's the big thing.
Oh, what is it?
Barbados became an independent state. They
Can I just say
rejected-
something?
Yeah.
Whoa! I don't like the way you started that fucking sentence, and you just pissed off me and Poseidon, anti-monarchs. So did you hear that we said it's not a big deal? The French made it a big deal. Look,
I'll tell you-
Barbados is independent now, right? An independent Barbados.
It's a-
Shaking that ass, Rihanna. Rihanna was named as an honorary Barbadian I don't know, hero or some shit.
Person of honor, yeah,
Person of honor, good for her.
Well, yeah,
Bro,
she's from there, no?
tell the Queen of England to go fuck herself. I'm with him.
I agree.
Canada should do that next.
So, well,
Canada
there you
should
go.
declare independence.
So there you go. And that's why a lot of the French media are reporting this, because they're obviously in favor of rejecting entirely the whole affiliation to the Queen, right?
As everyone's favorite current Quebecer, I agree.
But here's the weird thing, though.
Yeah, we don't like monarchies.
But but here's the weird thing. The new elected president was formerly the Governor General of Barbados, who is obviously appointed by the Queen. The same
Yeah, well,
way
you
that
gotta
we have-
start. You gotta start with someone that has experience. It's the way it starts, bro.
Yeah, well,
Can't put some rookie in there.
yeah, I just find it like, I mean, it was a democratic process that got her there, but it's just weird to me that, you know, the person that was appointed by the Queen because of that affiliation ended up being the first president of an independent Barbados.
Did a good job. The lady did a good job, and also they, history of experience. They voted. They said, you know what? Let's go with the experience here. But I gotta say, congratulations to Barbados. I know it feels good to be free. One day we will know what that's like.
One day we'll be the true north.
Yeah.
We are free.
We are
We're
not
not free. We're not free.
It's
not free.
It's just,
Constitutionally, we are not free on
We're
paper.
not free in any way.
no. Constitutionally, we are, because we have our own constitution. It's
Well, no, we
just that
don't,
they
because it's dependent on their decisions. So it's dependent on the governor
It's-
general.
it
the
is.
representative.
Have you
Yeah,
seen their
it's-
flag?
It's ceremonial.
Barbados?
Yeah.
Is it just Rihanna holding an umbrella?
Bring it. That's good. Bring it up.
I
It's a
think
blue and red one there.
it is weird that they kept the title of Dane.
Oh, it's a
right?
blue. Yeah, it's nice.
Yo,
yeah.
like
This is
fucking
dope.
Yeah, bro.
that could be Poseidon's flag.
I know. Yeah. Oh, I love it.
Poseidon's gonna adopt it. Barbados is gonna sue him.
I'm moving to
He's-
Barbados.
Go Barbados! Go Barbados! Go I'm a big Barbados
What
fan.
is the,
That's a cool
the
fucking flag, bro.
indigenous language, like the native language? The
Barbadan.
Bajan, you mean?
I
Barbadan.
always knew I had a crush on Rihanna for a reason.
What's that reason?
What's that reason?
He doesn't know.
Some might assume it's because she's a fly ass honey.
You are partial to that terminology. Barbados. If you're from Barbados, you are Bajan. Did you know that?
Barbados, really?
Bayesian.
I had a Bajan friend growing up in the hood.
Anyways, going back to it, George, we are not free. In fact, I was the victim of many curfews this year. Forced sterilizations and vaccine mandates. Also,
Forced sterilizations.
yes.
Oh,
I was
we're
not forced
dipping.
sterilized,
Oh,
but there
people
were
were.
forced sterilizations in Canada, and if you want, we can talk about that as well. They have not.
I don't want to get demonetized.
all
and
right.
Shit. Like, you need the channel to grow.
Nah, that's true. Point is, we're not free. You know we're not free. Why you gotta lie?
It's ceremonial.
How is it ceremonial? Parliament has been suspended a numerous amount of times since I've been around, and I haven't been around that long. I'm a young whippersnapper.
What do you mean by the Governor General?
Yeah, so it,
At the behest and the request of the government.
of the
no,
prime min- oh,
most of the time.
no, at the behest of the prime minister at the time.
Yeah,
the prime
that's how it-
that's
literally
how it
what I
is.
just
no, because the prime minister is our figure that we've appointed, let's say, in order to work for us. The prime minister does not have the right to stop democracy in this country because we're a democratic country.
does have
So
the
what
right
he
to request it.
So what he he should request it by us if we don't want to have democracy. But what he goes to our queen because we don't really have a real democracy.
Oh, that's what
and he
you mean.
says
Okay, I thought you were disagreeing
suspend
with what
their
happened.
democracy.
But that's why I'm saying
and
that
us,
it's ceremonial.
like a bunch of fucking idiots, we allow them to strip us of democracy whenever the fuck they can't get the votes they want. This is some bullshit. I demand answers. Revolution. Revolution.
But that's what I'm
You
saying.
want me to
It's
scream
ceremonial.
again?
But that's what I'm saying. It's ceremonial because.
But it's not ceremonial because she has the power to suspend parliament and she does.
But
She's done it.
I know she's the one that has that power to suspend it, but she does it like Phil said at the behest of the
Hold on,
prime.
hold on.
We should have that
don't
power.
Throw me into your monarchist
We should
defense.
have that power. The people should have that power.
Well,
the only country that does it properly until the lobbies took over was the United States of America.
But it
They
hasn't been
knew
properly
how
done for
government
years.
should be done, but then the fucking corporations figured that out too, and then they got in there, and now the whole country
here's the
is
thing.
run by pedophiles.
I understand what George is saying that it is ceremonial, and to a certain extent, he's right. But you're also kind
Like, think about it. Hold on, I'm going to interrupt you 2 seconds. Before 1981,
Yes.
when we repatriated the Constitution, all bills, all
guys named Billy.
all bills that were passed in the House had to be physically sent to like England, and like it was.
Yeah, his dad got to travel quite a bit.
You know what I mean? So,
They sent all the bills.
so think about it.
I love a good bill joke. I can't.
So I mean,
Oh, I'm crying.
So yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Yeah, they kept it. It's more of a ceremonial thing. We kept it. It's tradition. Okay, the queen is there. She's
George, I
the.
have a question for you before you continue. When your father came to this great nation, was Canada a free nation when he arrived on its shores?
It
was
was
he
a-
welcomed by Canada or by the British Empire? Don't answer for him.
Well, Canada.
When did Canada become a country, not a dominion?
It depends because Canada became as Canada as a whole. We're talking about the BNA Act, right? 1860, whatever,
I'm talking
69?
about when we dropped the word Dominion.
In the 80s.
First of all, it's not very Canadian when it's the British North American Act. Yeah.
When?
But it's
He doesn't know.
No, because
that's why he's not saying it. He
No,
can't
it's
remember the
it's a
year.
tricky question because if
No,
you think
we dropped
constitutionally, it became independent in
84,
81. 81.
I mean, I was born in
1980,
86.
1980.
Think about that. We are
1980.
not, we still have the shackles of the empire on us.
I'm shackled.
But even as a country, if you think about the genesis of Canada, like in the late 19th century, yeah, it's still a very modern country.
Yes,
Don't
absolutely.
bring up Genesis around him. It's a trigger word.
Why? What? He didn't go to the concert and he's sad?
Poseidon, please put your fucking phone away.
What does Genesis mean?
The birth.
Anyways, go on that. Real two drink
Genesis
minimum
was
fans
here,
will get
they
me.
were in the city. They had a fucking live show at the bus.
Recently?
Center. I didn't
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
I
Last
sent me
week.
videos.
Nobody told me. I would've
was
invited
yeah,
him to a
fucking
podcast.
Genesis. Phil
Last week.
Collins didn't look well in the video. I thought. He
he's
looks
not
very
well.
old.
He's not well?
He's dying, yeah, isn't he?
But he said he announced that he was sick. No,
Oh, is he sick? Oh, that makes me sad.
I think so. Look it up.
Go back
Phil
to
Collins.
this fucking queen lover.
I'm not a Queen lover, man. I'm just saying that.
Whoa! We have therapies for that, George. Don't worry.
Well, let's shoot the fuck out of you.
Canada's still free.
Yeah, but Barbados, I'm so happy for them. I'm so proud of them.
Me too.
Honestly,
I'm happy too. You know when someone does something really good for them, and part of you, there's like a millisecond of you that there's a bit of jealousy, right?
I'm a little jealous.
I'm a little jealous.
I'm a little jealous that we're bitches.
Because when I realized, I was about 16 when I realized that the queen is the queen. Like I was a kid, right? She's on her money. I'm like, why do I have a monarch? I don't want a monarch.
I don't want a monarch. Also, people are gonna say, "Oh, well, they had the backing of star-studded Rihanna." What about us, bro? We got Justice
Jackie.
Bieber.
Have you seen the the new what's it called?
Tim Biebs.
Tim Biebs. People are freaking out.
Tim Biebs.
Yeah,
His partnership with
Timbits.
Timmy's, yeah.
Delicious. Not the first time I've had
There are many
Bieber's
a
balls in
great
my mouth.
I was hoping you wouldn't go there. I was just hoping.
Luckily, I was electrocuted repeatedly.
It was a it was a low hanging fruit. That was.
Yeah, like the balls.
All right.
There's only one person who can deliver us from the monarchy.
Yeah.
Can't remember her name though. She's the mom from Home Alone, Catherine O'Hara.
Listen to me. I love Catherine O'Hara.
No,
I love Catherine
She
O'Hara.
was just inducted to the Order of Canada.
Yeah,
Can I
they
just
gave
say
her-
something?
And someone else too. Who was
Ryan
with her?
Reynolds.
In
Reynolds,
in
yeah.
my
I was
heart,
gonna say the only person that can deliver us is Ryan Reynolds.
in my heart, both those people, and add the other Ryan Gosling, all three of them,
Gosling?
they
Okay.
can save us.
They can.
They can save us.
Like a trifecta of Canadian
I would
power.
like Catherine O'Hara to be in charge, perhaps of the country.
Like a governor general style position.
And the two Ryans are there. One is for internal affairs, the other is for external affairs. People
Which
love
one?
them.
No one knows
Doesn't
which one
matter.
does what.
Doesn't
I
matter.
like it.
They
I
can
like it.
change.
They can change. People love them.
Interesting.
They go around shirtless.
They don't have to go. I'm not saying
Yeah.
sex appeal. They're
Oh.
likable dudes.
They're
They're,
charming,
nice,
yeah.
likable dudes.
Yeah.
They're charming.
Yeah.
You know?
And Gosling is a gifted actor, and that can help us.
Yeah.
I love Ryan Reynolds, but he's not a gifted actor. He's funny. No, I mean, he has
funny.
no
Yeah,
range.
he's
funny.
He has no
He's good at what he
range.
does.
He has no range.
Phenomenal at
I
what he
get
does.
it. I
But he
get it.
doesn't have deep range.
He doesn't have deep range, but the stuff he does, he's
does
perfected.
really
He
fucking
does
well.
the Reynolds.
Yeah,
I like
it's like
him.
The Rock. You don't hire The Rock to play to disappear in a character.
Yeah, yeah.
You hire The Rock to be
Play The Rock.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
true. That's true.
Yeah.
What was that movie they just?
The
did
Rock's not
together?
going to play Schindler. You know?
Red Alert.
Yeah, Red Notice.
Red Notice. Yeah.
The whole movie, my wife's like, is Reynolds like underacting? I'm like, no, he's just being Ryan Reynolds. He's just doing whatever the fuck he wants.
But yeah, you were saying you're upset
he makes a
about the
great
freedom
gin.
of Barbados.
Tried his gin.
I'm not. I never said I was upset. I think it's a
Reynolds.
great thing.
Oh,
Really?
It's really good.
nice.
Maybe
Okay,
should-
because you weren't
maybe
taking it
should
seriously in the
gin.
beginning. You're like, whatever, free.
No. What I said is that it's being reported in French media over here because of the point I want to make that listen, it's possible for us to get rid of the Queen.
Of course it's possible. The French media is correct. I'm with the French media on this one singular thing.
The Barbados thing.
Yeah, that it is possible for us to be free.
I don't see at this point in our history as a nation what the purpose is of maintaining. We can maintain good diplomatic relations with England. We're part of that whole concept of the Commonwealth culturally. I get that.
Yeah.
But why? Like, what's the purpose?
I don't think there.
Let's whittle away at what they have left.
There is no purpose. I think just the maintenance of that tradition is overpowering everything else. I mean, I don't know. It's
Come on.
you know.
That's not true.
What's the percentage of Canadians who still hail from the British Empire?
Listen,
I wonder.
I'm convinced.
But you could still love
curious.
England.
No, guys,
you could still love
I'm-
England and not want to be part, not want to limit your democracy. Because the truth is, we do limit our democracy because we don't really have a real democracy. But everybody goes, oh no, it's Sarah. It's like having your parents live
We're
with
not
your
a
parents and
republic.
you're a kid and
This
you're
is-
like, you're
yeah.
free. You're not really free. You're not
This is
emancipated.
Yeah,
dickhead.
this is also
You're-
another. This is also another topic that distinguishes Quebecers from the rest of Canada.
It also distinguishes you from other Greek people, I think.
Do you think it's my Quebecois side that
If
hates the
you-
monarchy or
if
my
you
Greek
go,
side?
If you
It's your
go,
Greek side.
if you go anywhere
Your
west,
Quebecois
It's my
side.
blue and white side, bro. Both of them.
if you go anywhere west of Quebec or east of Quebec, you will notice there's a lot of queen-loving people. She's big.
George.
She's
We're
very,
talking about
the
Oh
little
yeah.
queen.
You're talking about St. Catherine East. We love those queens, baby.
so.
Welcome to the village.
yeah.
I think Ontario they love her.
In Ontario or
Dude,
Ontario
almost
Street?
every province
Ontario.
loves
Province.
every province is pro monarchy. Pro
That's
queen.
absurd.
Except,
think so.
Oh my, guaranteed.
Pro monarchy.
It still blows my mind.
Yeah, they love the queen. They wouldn't want to dissociate with.
It blows my mind that the British people, the citizens of the United Kingdom, are not like, why do we still have this? And
Yeah.
I heard someone say, well, they generate revenue for the country.
They take a lot of revenue, bro.
Well, so does fucking Place Versailles, and the French haven't had a monarch in what, 200 years?
Yeah.
250? How long has it been?
We have a serious economic problem. How do we solve it? Get Gandalf over here. It's so
By
stupid.
the way, apparently because I'm trying to find the provinces that don't like the monarchy.
He
Apparently,
Googled, which province is not like Queen?
well, I googled provinces that don't like the monarchy,
Okay, that works too.
and I pulled up an article. Too bad Canada made it impossible to get rid of them.
What do you mean? Go on.
I'm sure
the
there's
UK could ditch the monarchy,
But Canada
in
can?
a week if they wanted to. In Canada, we've made it insurmountably complicated.
Oh, I
How
believe that.
so?
because it's,
Poseidon?
yeah, 'cause-
Professor, eh?
well, because it's constitutional, so I think it would have to. If
It's a constitutional monarchy, so we'd have to actually...
it would have to change the constitution and to change the
Greek style.
Well, to change
they
the
did.
Yeah, our
constitution, you
constitution
need.
makes it almost impossible
Yeah.
to transform Canada into a republic. Oh, in the
It's not- it's not-
1982, hold on, the 1982 Constitution Act
82.
mandates
82,
that
yeah. I
any
knew
major
what it was. That was
constitutional
fucking with me.
amendment, including swapping out the head of state, requires the unanimous consent of all 10 provinces.
Yeah.
So it's never going to happen.
Yeah.
shit.
On that specific one, it's the unanimous one. Okay.
See, Barbados had a
Because
tri-
normally for any other constitutional amendment, you need 7 out of the 10 provinces. So yeah, of course it's impossible. Obviously, guaranteed Quebec is gonna be on the side of.
Go Quebec, go, baby.
But yeah, no, it's impossible that the other provinces get rid of. That's what I'm telling you. It's-
Also caught me in a bad burn. I called Chateau de Versailles Place Versailles.
Bro, Place Versailles is disgusting.
I know.
For the record, if we're going to be honest.
Oh man.
Place
But I'm wrong,
Versailles.
I'm fucking very wrong.
Place Versailles is a crack mall.
Yeah.
Where is that?
It's like I've traveled to
Oh, that's in
Montreal.
the east,
East,
right?
east,
See the famous Place Versailles.
So for all the parents out there listening to this is going to be one crazy week because
Why?
all 3 daycare unions are striking this week. I don't know what's happening over at your.
no one told me anything.
Yeah, it's for the
They're
first
striking over that new employee. Some old teacher wants to.
Upskirt shots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean they've been
Professor
trying to
Epstein.
negotiate with the government for months now, unsuccessfully. Their conditions aren't met. They're arguing that obviously salary and different other conditions.
What are the conditions? Are they reasonable?
I'm not sure because I haven't read, but one of them is obviously an increase in their salary and different union-related conditions, which I hate to begin with.
I'm telling you, I said this last time.
look,
All
I
this
think-
union talk for the daycares and strikes, and my daycare just keeps telling me, yeah, we're good. So I'm like, are your employees not unionized? Like, what's going
No,
on?
no,
May
they
I say
are.
something?
All private
I know
or
they
subsidized daycares are part of a union. So, and the thing is that they're all striking this week. So depending on which union they're in, some of them are already striking now until Wednesday. Some are starting Tuesday until Friday. So it's going to be one hell of a week. I'm not sure exactly how parents are going to deal with this because,
Not for me.
well, yeah, because you don't know that. But imagine having to go to work and your kids have to stay home. Like,
Yeah,
what do you do?
that's a pain
like,
in
it's
the
very
ass.
frustrating.
Look. I don't care
So,
about parents.
sorry
but-
about that.
yeah.
Just to finish up, and later this week they're going to be voting on making this an indefinite strike. So,
Shit.
So look, I love me a good daycare worker. My best man was a daycare worker.
Texting him right now to find out if the daycare is
Yeah.
closing.
However, why are you working so hard, George, for the goddamn elites, and you're avoiding the elephant in the room?
Which one is
Me.
that?
Yeah, you have
Physical.
not made any eye contact with Poseidon. No, the elephant in the room, which is Ghislaine Maxwell.
That was a stretch.
I
but
haven't
go
been
on.
following that, man. What's
Oh,
the-
interesting.
she released a list of who's been on the plane.
Elite.
Yeah, but we
puppet.
know. We've known who's been on those.
No.
planes.
We knew. Now
we
we
knew.
know.
Now we know. Now we know. And also we know that. Oh, fucking.
if you don't know,
bro, I saw the
now you know.
funniest fucking correction yesterday. God damn it, I gotta bring it up. I think it was PolitiFact. because they were something about like they erased. They were trying not to show the whole list. They just said that Trump's flown on his plane, but they lied on their own thing, and then they had to correct themselves because they said that Trump went to the island.
I saw
but
that.
But Trump had used the plane. It's documented in November 9/7 or whatever in order to go from Florida to New York when his plane was broken. So then they go, well, yeah, he did go on the plane, but why did you guys say he went on the island? And then they're like, oh, fuck, we have to fact check that. And they had to fact check and correct themselves. Anyways, so we're talking Clinton. Clinton. No, I put up the list, bro. The list is insane.
Yeah. It's nuts, bro.
Even Chelsea was on the fucking plane. She was working.
Yeah, hold on. Don. I'm on the tracker. I have the Ghislaine Maxwell tracker on Twitter. You guys following that shit?
No.
What's
What do you
the
mean
list
no? This
called?
is the biggest fucking thing happening right now. Why are you falling for the elite's tricks, bro?
I'm just
Ghislaine
waiting
Maxwell.
for the documentary.
Oh, the documentary's gonna suck. But I don't understand, bro. Why are you with them so much? Like,
It's not that I'm with them or against them. It's just that it's first of all,
they're
it's,
they're a ring of pedophiles
of
controlling
course,
the planet.
it's horrible. I'm not saying that it's not interesting. It's just that I'm not following it. And first of all, it's not even. I mean, it's not that showcased. I mean, we're even following
The
it.
defense seems 28 minutes ago. The defense seems to be scaring the crap out of the witnesses. Oh, I figured. The courtroom proceedings all continue today, starting with opening testimony of male witness briefly referencing during Jane's testimony being made known to the public as Matt. So we're not really. They won't let us know who a lot of these people are.
Yeah,
However,
Jane is also a pseudonym, right?
Yeah. So when the trial started, by the way, the same day the trial started, you saw that Poseidon. The CEO of Twitter resigned. The CFO of CNBC resigned. The CFO of Walmart resigned. The CFO of Goldman Sachs resigned.
Oh my god! This is insane.
It's amazing. Day of. Oh, also, our friend Chris Cuomo was fired from CNN.
I was
suspended.
I was just gonna bring
There
that
is,
story up.
like what he just said, that list, it's not trending anywhere.
that's what
New
I'm
York
saying.
City chief medical. Yeah, it's not trending. Not only is it not trending, I went to Twitter trending, so you'd think this should be the trending stuff, right? You don't have to look it up; it's there, bro. Do you know what's? Not only is it not trending, but do you know what's trending higher than
Tim Biebs.
Tim Biebs is trending higher. No, there was something. Toby Fox, Forbes 30 under 30 is trending higher.
Who's Toby Fox?
I don't fucking know, but
know.
it's trending.
What is this?
Well, Dick Pound is trending. I like that though. Yeah. Last Zelda. Jesus Christ. December 1st is trending more. Godfall.
What is a research
My
abstract?
2021. Jasmine Sullivan, still nothing on Ghislaine Maxwell. Susan Collins, Charlie Baker, Stone Ocean, Lord, the singer, Gold Star, YouTube Music, Phoebe, Dred Scott, Wistful Ferguson. Bro,
It's
these
funny.
things-
I don't have the same trending stories as you.
Forbes 30. I'm in the States.
Like, oh, okay.
Forbes 30 under 30. This
How
is
are you in
amazing
the
because
States?
they have 1,300 tweets. Bro, there's way more tweets about Ghislaine Maxwell trial than there's of that. So they're, of course, Twitter's fucking
Covering up.
subversing this shit.
Interesting. Let's talk very quickly about the Cuomo. Go
Okay.
ahead.
There, his whole flight logs is 92 pages. Okay, there's an average of 20 names per page.
Yeah.
That's like a 1,000 something names, bro.
Yeah, the guy had a lot of contacts, and he would facilitate their travels in his
I mean,
private jet.
What kind of travels?
Yeah. The best was Bill Gates because he flew repeatedly years after he was even categorized as a sex offender, Jeffrey Epstein. And when they asked, I was like, well, why would you need to go to that? Why would you need to hang out with this guy and go? And he goes, oh, it's just affordability because he has a plane. It's like, you're the richest guy on the planet, bro. What are you talking about, bro? What? You can't think of a better excuse?
Yeah.
Did you guys see the
Biggest cover up in the century.
Yeah.
There was an episode that he was on Ellen, I think last year, Bill Gates.
oh yeah.
And she did a fun little game with him to see if he knew the price of different.
Yeah. Daily.
Whatever. And he had no clue, like just no clue. She's like, okay, what is?
I mean, even if he did, he probably would have lied.
maybe not. But I believe
Freudian
him.
lie about
slips.
that.
You know, like
It's a dresser.
carton of
yeah, I'd
milk.
fuck a little boy. I was like, wait, what? Oh, shit. Sorry, Ellen.
How
Sorry.
much does his dresser cost?
I saw the
Bill?
dresser. I saw the way you look, Ellen. Woo, my mind just fucking.
Let's talk about Cuomo because he was
What's in the
suspended by CNN because they found out that during that whole period where Andrew Cuomo was, under investigation because of, sexual harassment and all that stuff, he behind the scenes was actually helping. Now he came out and said that, look, it's my brother, man. Obviously, I'm going to support my brother and help him in any way possible. But the fact is that as a journalist, he was using that whole situation on getting, people to testify and to come and give different facts on the show that he was then relaying to his brother's team that was preparing I don't know, probably not the case, but his communications on how to deal with that whole affair.
So he acted like his PR guy.
It's not that he acted like his PR guy. He was giving information that he was getting as a journalist to his brother's team on how to better prepare the answers that he was going to give. So obviously, there's a lot of fishy things happening.
Yeah.
He's like,
Fish.
yeah. So he was suspended. I never liked Chris Cuomo, to be honest with you.
I don't care.
But I just find that it sucks that he was thrown under the bus because
He
of
wasn't thrown
Fuck-
under
yeah,
the
fuck
bus.
that guy.
He was
Didn't
under
he?
the bus doing
Yeah,
work.
fuck him.
yeah, but
He was under the
himself
bus
under
trying
the
to
bus.
fucking sabotage the bus. Fuck
There
that
you
guy.
go.
yeah, there you have it.
Fuck around, get run over by the
just sent me the
bus.
trial tracker for Ghislaine.
Oh, who sent to you?
Gigi, I just sent it to you.
I have it.
you
I'm
have
on
the
Twitter.
trial
Yeah, I'm already on
This one. The
No,
link
the
tree
subs-
that they set up.
the Twitter
With
one.
all
I'm
the
already
flight
on.
records, everything.
Oh, get the fuck
Oh,
out of here. That's
Sean,
flight
send me
records.
that too?
It's in the group chat that we
Yes,
have.
sent to him. Yeah.
Yo, look at this. Who's on this list?
Jay-Z's on it. Oprah's on it.
God damn, bro.
Yeah, but look, guys, the fact that we're calling out these names doesn't necessarily mean that they were involved in some sort of.
If you went to an island where there was rampant pedophilia happening, you saw the pedophilia.
No,
You
wait,
said nothing.
hold on a second. Did they go to the island or did they just use his
No,
fucking
go to
plane?
we're talking about the island.
No, this is back and forth
That's
to
what-
the
yeah,
island.
yeah,
Look,
back and forth to the
it's
island.
the same call.
Yeah,
okay,
that's
okay.
what I'm saying. Yeah.
FOA,
The guy that they
FOB,
tried to
what's
put
that?
this was fucked up. Is the guy that tried to
FBO.
put on the
'cause,
island?
see, I was under the I was under the understanding that they were just using his flight, like he was making his plane available.
Some people did. I think Bernie Sanders used his flight, but some people just used his plane or whatever.
That's different.
That's different.
I'm looking at the location.
But for example, Trump, same thing. Trump used his fucking plane, but they try to make it seem like Trump went to the island. But I thought we already knew that Trump didn't go to the island because years ago, remember there's a video that came out before this came out. They go, "Do you know Jeffrey?" Like he was just asking about these socialites, and he goes, "Yeah, he's okay. He's just he likes him a little young." He goes, "So
Trump said that?
Yeah, but
Yeah, he
I
said
don't
it in
think
an
he
interview.
understood.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
seen
I
it.
don't think that he understood that they were underage. But he's like, "Yeah, he likes him a little young." So we kind of differ on that. He goes, "Whatever." Like Trump wasn't a big fan of the guy, but I don't think Trump knew that he was banging kids.
Coming from the guy who said in an interview that he would bang his daughter.
That's not. I don't think.
He
Trump?
didn't say it. I've
That's
seen
not
that
what he
video
said. Yeah.
clip.
Somebody
said
And
that.
it
Come
was
on.
He says
weird.
she's a beautiful woman.
said
I would
weird
like to.
shit.
If I was younger, I would have liked to be with a woman like that, which is also weird.
How
by the way.
disturbing is that? Come on,
It's
man.
super
Disturbing.
disturbing.
It's also weird.
It's super fucking weird, bro. I'm
We're
just
talking
saying
about a
he
man
didn't.
who's so rich he doesn't know what he.
Yeah. But it's super fucking weird to say shit like
It
that.
is.
And as soon as I said that, I go, yeah, you
Yeah, he's
shouldn't
like,
say
yeah,
that.
it's too bad she's my daughter. What? Fucking. What
I
are
don't
we
think
talking
he ever
about?
said it's too.
Yeah,
bad
something
she's
like
my
that,
son.
man.
No,
It's,
it's not as
I just remember it was
sexy as the way he's
spun-
saying it,
yeah, it
but it was
wasn't
still
as
it was
sexy.
still something I remember seeing and I go, yeah, you don't have to say that.
No, that's cool. Like she's all right looking.
Yeah.
One last thing. It sucks to end on this
shit,
one,
Ricky
but
Gervais.
there was another school shooting in Michigan yesterday. I don't know if you guys saw that.
I did not.
15-year-old boy walked in, shot 11 people. 3 are dead. 8 are in critical condition.
So it's a terrible
why?
shot.
Why? Nobody knows why. I mean, they apprehended the kid. It seems that there was, he was acting by alone. They looked at the gun. The gun was purchased by that kid's dad.
Okay.
Way to go, Dad.
Legally?
Eh?
Legally?
Of course. Probably,
Was it
of
for the
course.
purpose of shooting up a school?
Obviously, I don't know. Not.
I don't think so.
Well, then why'd you say way to go, Dad?
Because which dad buys his kid a handgun, man?
Oh,
I
he
don't
bought
know.
it for his kid.
Yeah.
How do you know that?
Because that's what they announced. I mean, that's what they.
What if the kid stole it from the dad?
Yeah, I don't.
No. Well,
He bought a
look,
15-year-old kid a handgun.
the reports that came out
Yeah.
are saying that the father bought the gun as a gift to his boy, and the boy ended up using that gun in school.
Dad, they're bothering me in school. He's like, I got you.
Let me get you that get.
Yeah, and again, from the report that came out, the parents told the kid not to say anything to anyone, and that they hired a lawyer for him. Anyway,
Jesus
in
Christ. How
any
many
case,
kids did he shoot?
He shot
11
11 people. 3 are dead.
Bro, that's a mass shooting.
and
Yeah.
11. The other 8 are in critical condition.
What color is this human being?
Oh, I don't care.
I'm curious.
He's a white boy.
Green. White boy?
Yeah.
I'm just
Does
curious.
that make it less of a crime, sir?
I like to, what?
He's like, oh, it's one of the whites. All right, then.
No, I just want to know what the, because I haven't heard
He was
anything about
probably
it.
just confused, officer.
Like, is it the gang violence or is it a lone
No,
gunman?
it sounds like he's a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
I mean,
I saw his picture. It looks like the Star Wars kid from
no,
Sherbrooke.
this isn't.
Oh, really?
This isn't the kid.
Oh, that's
Bro,
not him? Okay,
bro,
no.
that's terrorism,
That kid
bro.
does look like the Sherbrooke.
He
Star
does.
Wars
That's
kid.
what I thought too.
Yeah.
But this kid was
I'm
just
back, bitches.
A victim?
he was just recalling a situation.
Anyways, bro, that's terrorism.
Yeah, domestic.
Domestic terrorism, bro. You just shot up a fucking school because your dad's an idiot.
So now the question is whether or not this kid is going to be tried as an adult or not. I mean, he could.
Yeah.
From what I'm reading, but we'll see what happens. It's just sad, man. I mean, this sort of thing, these school shootings in the U.S. I really don't understand how disturbed people are. Fuck, to just go in there shooting everyone up.
Pretty
I
fucking
mean,
disturbed, buddy.
Pretty fucking disturbed, bro. We live in a weird time, bro, of fucking
But that-
drugs
and
and
TikToks.
TikToks and fucking Prozacs and all.
Yeah.
We're
But this is what they created, right?
this is a fucked up generation, yeah. But even ours, it
And a
started
bunch of
from ours.
parents who are basically raising kids like this.
But that's the thing.
Not even looking at them.
Remember the latchkey kids? Like the latchkey kid, the term. It's
Yeah.
the latchkey. You
We're
grow
the
up-
last generation of
Yeah,
latchkey
you
kids,
grow
no?
up by the TV, basically. Your parents are always working. It's
Oh, I
hard.
thought. Sorry,
Even-
I was thinking of something else.
Yeah, because what happens is both your parents work to,
Yeah.
to make ends meet, the economy change, whatever. So your kid is mostly raised by the system and TV.
Brainwashing.
Both terrible ways to raise a child because
absolutely.
you're not giving any proper
we
values to
turned
them.
out all right.
Yeah, but
But were you that?
We weren't that latchkey.
We weren't that much.
yeah, we weren't that latchy because we
my
still had.
parents both worked.
But you were surrounded. You had a community. You weren't alone at home
Yeah,
just watching
okay, yeah,
TV,
yeah,
getting
fair. I
indoctrinated.
see
You
what
get
you
it.
mean.
But there's a lot of
I
kids
mean,
now.
I was indoctrinated by certain things.
Well,
like
no,
the way of the ninja.
No, now it's
Yeah.
at an exponential.
Now it's
rate.
exponential,
I mean,
yeah.
with tablets and all this
yeah, it's
accessibility.
everywhere. So you're getting indoctrinated even when you're in the car, right?
I mean,
So-
RTV. I mean, what? It had like the cartoons in the morning, and then it was just daytime shows, so there was nothing interesting for us. And then
I used to
it's-
watch Prices Right and shit.
Yeah, it's not
okay,
the
that
same.
was nice. It's cool.
Yeah.
and then it
you're
started.
good at guessing.
and then it started
Yeah,
again at
they were preparing
2:30.
me for the capitalist system.
It started
Yeah.
again at 2:30 until 5-ish or
Yeah,
whatever,
like 3 or
5:30
something
yeah,
after
something
school.
like that.
But I had like VHS cassettes of shows. Like I would
Right.
record things and watch. And I don't know. We're also not as old as you. You didn't have a remote control. You had to change the TV
I had a TV like that actually, and I had
with
the
a stick. Did you have the stick with the notch in it? So you didn't have to get up every time.
No, we didn't have that.
My grandparents
we,
had
we,
that.
we weren't lazy. But I remember
Ah.
I remember my aunt having that huge, it was like this brick remote control that was tied to like this TV that came into like
never
a,
seen that.
Jesus
like a fucking dresser.
I remember those
size.
TVs that
Those,
came in
yeah.
dresses.
And
I
it
didn't
was a
have one,
big-
but I
it
remember
was a
those.
big
My grandparents
brown,
had one.
It was a big brown remote, and it was like you had to click up and down. You didn't have those?
No, that was very old.
My parents, the TV we
Jesus.
had growing up in the living room, like the big TV, which was like for the time massive. It was like a 32-inch screen.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I have a 27-inch screen on my desk now. It was this like very 80s Panasonic. It was gray, like you know that 80s gray on the sides, black in the front, and the remote was thin. It had these little buttons, and it would go into the TV on top. It had like a slot, and people, I'd be like, "Yo, come check out my TV." When people come over, and I'd be like, "Whoa, the remote go!" Oh. People would freak, and it swiveled.
We were easily impressed.
Yeah, we were easily
But
impressed.
yeah, all this to say, the latchkey generation, then now, which is what I guess the metaverse generation,
Not yet.
it's very
We're not
fucked up
there
because kids get sad, they don't understand themselves, they have questions, they don't have their parents there, they're looking shit up online, they fall into the wrong thing, they get angry, they don't know how to deal with it. No one ever talks to them through their problems. It's all like, yeah, okay, later, fill this out. Here, oh, your kid's not paying attention. Here, some fucking
Watch
drugs.
Blippi.
Yeah, here, but pop. Bro, how many drugs do you think you give to a kid before he fucking snaps? If the kid's crazy.
6.
And then you give him a handgun too. You're like, here's a Christmas present, bro. I know you've been upset. People have been bothering you. You're not in charge
Here's a
of
gun.
You're not in charge of your feelings. You're very confused. Here's a handgun.
Yeah.
It's fucking
But make
stupid.
sure to practice first.
Yeah.
Kid comes home, he's like, "Dad, I showed up to school. How many victims? 11. How many deaths? 3. You suck."
He's like, well, didn't I tell you to practice?
Yeah.
You've never seen this?
Never.
Was it like
Is that a fucking ColecoVision? What is that?
Yeah, I was about to say that.
George?
Eh?
Was it like this?
No.
The
Just
fuck
type
is
in
that, man?
old brown remote.
Like this?
No.
No, it's Zenith.
Just type old brown remote.
Oh my god, bro.
That one.
This one.
Fuck is that?
You guys never had that?
The Herolo.
And it had a little roll thing, so
Okay,
you can
that
adjust
one on
the
the
image.
left, the one he's on now.
This looks like
No.
alien technology.
Go down
That
and
one?
go left.
Oh,
Go down and left. There. That one. My grandparents had that one at one point.
Yeah,
that I
yeah.
remember.
Look. Anywho,
But it was their old TV.
well, look, we've stayed
Wasted
long.
all
If
the
you
time we
like
need
this
to.
this episode, remember George Chickadee Transreasers, the newsman, has his own podcast. It's called
George.
No, it's called
Being
Just
George.
Us Dads.
Being
It's
dads.
him and a bunch of other fathers telling their kids
Teethers.
not to shoot up schools. They're good parents. They're actually always asking the right questions. Am I doing the right thing? Am I not? What does this kid want? What does this kid need?
Do you guys want pizza?
Do you guys want pizza? Should they be playing video games? Should they be on the tablet? They ask the kind of questions that most parents today are probably asking. So check out Just As Dads. Links to all of George's stuff are in the description. Just As Dads drops weekly. They got audio versions, video versions. Right now they're also working on
Naked versions.
sketches. The internet loves sketches. They're working on a couple of funny sketches themselves. And you know who's producing those sketches? The man in front of me, Phil Balabanos, propaganda creator. Phil is out there making films and sketches for many people. He's currently very busy destroying the wall behind him.
I fixed
and
it myself.
showing the wall behind him, and also making commercials for a bunch of local businesses. Do you have a local business? Do you have an international business? Do you have any business at all? Do you want to gain some kind of credibility on the international platform? Gain some credibility on the internets? Well, you need a propaganda minister to make a video for you. Phil has made amazing commercials.
Guten Tag.
Yeah, have you ever heard of the Wu-Tang Clan? He never made a commercial for them, but he made a commercial for their cousins, the Ku Klux Klan. Phil is very good at making a lot of commercials. But for real, Phil is a goddamn professional. He makes films, he makes short films, long films, he makes TV shows, he makes a lot of commercials.
All the films. And for
all
more
of the
this
films.
nonsense, you can head over to patreon.com/Pantelis.
Patreon.com/Pantelis. It is a new month right now. If you speak French, new podcast
What?
with Montreal's favorite high-end escort, Sonia Von Satcher, is available right now on the Patreon. Patreon.com/Pantelis. That's where new stuff comes up. That's also where you go. You sign up to support this fuckery.
And
you
the new
support.
show?
You're making us bigger, stronger. Soon we will have a new show on the Patreon. And then after that, that might not be the last new show. There could be a new show after that. Who the fuck knows? As long as this thing keeps growing, we'll keep giving back. So patreon.com/Pantelis, the Poseidon69 on Twitter and on Instagram for Poseidon. The Poseidon69 is his handle on Twitch, twitch.tv/theposeidon69. He loves to play video games, mostly against children. Thank you guys. Go fuck yourself. New episodes do check video drop today. Check it out. If you check it out on Facebook, there's a section that's still there. On YouTube, they removed the section where we talk about Greek rap, Tsintanson, that song where we review it. YouTube took it out. But on the Facebook and on the audio versions, it's still there. So check out 2 Drink Minimum. Tsintanson, bro. What a fucking racist. The guy dresses up as Raiden. Anyways.
I told you about it.
Tsintanson. Oh, no, he told us.
No, I brought it up on the morning show.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Maybe I forgot it. So thank you guys. Go fuck
Never get
yourselves.
any credit.